You need a great opener, like somehow we're adults. Do.
We can record that right
some
now.
Kind of like
we can record that right now.
Everybody be quiet.
Somehow we're adults.
Thank you guys for both finally being here. It's an honor to have you guys here. So you guys are you business owners, right? Well, talk to me about Fade Away Barbershop. So when did you start it? What's going on with it? Everything like that.
Fade Away Barbershop is a shop that got brought up by AB and I.
Yeah.
Through an idea, a badass idea. Through just like a friendship that we had through the shop, man. It was a good ass start on how we started, and it was mainly my boy right here, AB, who started the Fade Away slogan and name, because we were just one day just chilling at the shop, and we were talking about, damn, how are we gonna start this? One day, what would we call our barbershop? Yeah, and that's my boy right here.
Yeah, I mean, I've been saying Fade Away for like the past 2 years. It's just, I mean, it's like catchy.
Yeah,
I like sports, watch basketball, and there's a
Fade
shot
Away,
called the Fade Away. So I was like, and all we do is fades at the shop. Everybody does fades.
Yeah.
I do fades. Apex does
yeah.
fades.
You fade them and then send them away.
We fade them away, exactly. So I was like, it's just catchy, and everybody loves it. Everybody's like, man, that name is just so catchy. It just goes with what we got going on with the shop, the vibes, everything. Like especially the cuts. Like we trademark fades. That's our trademark, fades. So
Fades.
So we fade away. We've been fading away, but now it's official.
What's crazy to me is like when you were on the podcast the first time, that like
Scared as fuck.
it's crazy though. You're just talking to me with a microphone. We're just like professionally like recording talking. It's like you do this every day at the barbershop.
I think it was a little bit awkward just because we had the third person, your boy.
Yeah.
I thought it was like it was just gonna be me and you, but it was your boy. But once we started talking, it was like, all right, this is cool.
Yeah, it's easy.
It's not like he's there. Yeah,
Right, exactly.
Now I'm the third person. It's awkward.
Yeah, you want to go there?
Hey, AB, Google something real quick. But
I'm out now.
But I thought it was super cool when you did the podcast and you were talking about how your dream is to own your own shop one day, and then like now to like see you, because you've cut my hair since you were doing it like in your parents' driveway, then you had like your own little shop at the house, and then it's like slowly progressed into now like you have like employees work, or not like business partners working with you, kind of thing like that. You have like multiple chairs, and you like walk in and you're the first one there, and like
that's how I really consider. That's how I really tell people, like the people who work at the shop are really, really close friends of mine, man. These are like people that know me for real, for like who I am. They know AB who he is, and we know them who they are, so there's no hiding around where, oh yeah, I don't know your intentions like that. Well, really, you never know anybody's intentions, but for a fact I know that those are my boys, and I don't really consider them as employees or anything, man, because really everybody in the shop that works there had contributed to making that shop
what it is now.
Yeah, they all have a piece in there. Like when we first started, we were trying to get my boy Chris in the shop, and Chris was like, I was like, damn, I don't know if he's gonna come, because Chris is a badass barber, bro. Like Chris is up there. Like I look up to Chris, you know what I'm saying? Right. So for me to look up to Chris, and I was like scared. I was like, man, you think you want to come to my shop? I didn't know if he was gonna take it as like disrespectful or or like a good thing. Like damn, he wants me to work with him. But I just got the courage and I asked him,
Yeah.
It's just
what I think is dope is like I see you on your Instagram stories all the time, hanging out with everybody from the barbershop. But it's not like in like corporate offices, like they're like, hey guys, we're doing a team building exercise and we're all gonna go play putt golf. And it's like they schedule it on the calendar, you get an email for it, and then like half the people don't show up because it feels like forced, and it's like a morale builder and all this stuff. And it's like, no, you guys actually hang out with these people because you're like, hey man, this is what we're doing. Like it's not like a forced thing. It's like you're literally working with your best friends.
Yeah, really, like truly is. Yeah.
It's just a solid foundation. That like the guys we started with, me, Miguel, Chris, Apex. That's the foundation, and we built off that.
Yeah,
and that's why like it's always like being united. It feels good, whether it's in the shop, outside the shop.
Yeah. That's dope. I mean, because do you ever like just like stop what you're doing when you're cutting hair, and you just like look around for a second, you're like, bro, is this shit real? Like,
bro, all the time. Literally, I get there in the morning, I'm like, damn, it's Chris, Miguel, and we're like all like waking up, so we know how everybody comes in, like it's just I start laughing a little bit,
you gotta break the ice.
Yeah.
Because it's like your little brothers or your brothers, like going in there and you're just like you know, in the morning you don't want to like annoy him yet until it goes on to the day. Yeah, so
Until he makes the
you
first
start
move,
like
yeah.
picking and picking and picking until see who's gonna bite, and then boom, like a reaction. Just everybody starts talking
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Because
Yeah,
like
man.
that's what, dude. Like, it's kind of like when you grow up and you're like, man, me and my friends, we're gonna like live next to each other. We're gonna like do the same jobs and all that stuff. And
Yeah.
like in most cases, that doesn't work out.
Never works out.
Yeah, and to hear that you guys like built your own shop around that whole theme, like you can feel it too. Like when you walk in, like you can feel like you're not just surrounded by barbers you don't want to be around. It's like these
Yeah.
are all like my buddies. Like it's crazy. It
It's-
didn't matter if it was cutting hair or doing something else. You guys would have still tried to figure out like that's the goal.
Dude, you
what I
know
mean?
what's crazy? You just made me realize that it really is like that. Like when I was going to a barbershop, I just knew that one person or another one, you know, maybe three.
Yeah. Hey, can,
But
we,
when-
can we pause for a second?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. The dog.
Oh,
the
yeah.
dog in the background. And I might need you to slide over. I was looking for a point to break. Hold up.
Oh, slide over here.
Yeah, because you might be off camera. I'll have to double check.
All right, bet.
Come closer, bro. Come closer. All I know is somehow we're adults.
Somehow we're adults podcast.
She's good. Daniela, grab that.
Shit live out here, boy.
Yeah, you were probably hanging outside the shop. If you guys want to scoot over, you're all good. I was like the.
How's mine
it's
looking?
not as good. I need
How's
to-
mine looking? You're so full of yourself, bro.
Oh,
You look
Cuban.
good.
You look Cuban.
Mine's looking good?
Huh?
The camera?
Oh shit.
Huh.
Yeah, maybe you could look a little better, but not.
Wow, that's terrible.
No, bro, that camera's crazy.
Like that?
Boy, crazy.
That's
Y'all need to
crazy.
back off on the Moscato. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm drunk.
Hey, I kind of like that. You can pause it, but you can like, you know, when to cut it and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just badass.
Yeah.
I remember the first time we were doing this, I was just like, damn, I'm scared that I can't mess
Like I
up.
don't want to fuck up.
Yeah.
No, you're
Yeah.
good, man. No, see, like we'll probably keep all this shit in. Like
The bloopers. You gotta keep the bloopers.
Well,
bro.
like the shit interview, just like we'll probably keep all that shit in. Like I like to. So I actually have one of the drunk podcasts. My buddy was like, he's like, you need like a great opener, and so he made like this little jingle just like on the spot. And so like I cut it and I made that the part that like if you're like, hey man, I gotta go to the bathroom, and you hop up to go to the bathroom, we just drop that in. So he goes, somehow we're adults. Do. It's
Damn.
fucking hilarious. But that's the good part about it, man. It's like it's my creative endeavor kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like when you started cutting hair at your parents' house, you never thought it was going to end up where it is, did you? Or did you even have a dream, or you were just like, shit, I can make money doing this? Or what happened? What was it like for both of you? Because I know both of you guys have different stories.
Want to go first?
Go ahead.
Mine? Yeah. Well, for me, it was really more about when I was cutting out my house, I just had a dream. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna make my own barbershop. Like that's the only thing. Like that's the
It
only.
started that way though.
No. When I first started cutting hair, it was really just because I was fat and I wanted food at Tomlin. My fat ass was like, man, we're poor as fuck. Like
It was started as a business venture.
yeah, it started as a business venture. So everybody like that I was hanging out with, they were all kind of like, you know, their parents were well off. They would always get money for like the a la carte at Tomlin. And like me, I would have to go like get in line. You know, I was like, damn, I don't got money for that. Or
Right.
my parents never gave me $5 or $10. And these kids were getting $10, $20 every day to go eat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like that's how it happened. I was like, man, I'm gonna cut hair, but my uncle cuts hair, you know. So I was like, man, I'm gonna see how he cuts hair so I can learn. So I started hanging out with my uncle, and man, he basically showed me everything, bro. Like him smoking blunts, like talking to the like, hey, you want a haircut? Come over here. Get your ass over here.
And you're like,
cut your hair.
you were like, there's no way this is a job. There's no way this is a job. This man gets paid to do this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
I feel like a job though. Honestly,
don't.
There's no career day where they show up at like school and they're like, I cut hair and smoke weed.
Yeah,
They don't
it's
show up-
crazy.
They can't get that at the elementary school.
You can. That's, you know what? If my kids ever ask me to go for the Great American Teacher, I'm gonna tell them that.
Don't even ask. Just go. I'm doing it.
I'm doing it.
I want
Yes.
to. I want to do
So
it.
I own a barbershop. You'd be like, you remember? You ever seen Talladega Nights?
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember when his dad did career day? If you ain't first, you're last.
Yeah. I'll wake up in the morning. I piss excellence.
Exactly. I'm the greatest there ever was.
It's
Plain and simple. That shit gets me. That shit gets me. So what happened? What's your story? Because I know Adrian's. He's said it on here before, and people can go back and listen to that if they want to. But what's yours?
I mean, how I started cutting hair, or like what?
Yeah. So
No,
you're
how
in
you
high-
starting cooking?
Let me tell you. All right. So I took 4 years of culinary. I really did. I did. I took culinary 1 through 4.
He knows the terms, bro.
Yeah, bro, I do.
He's like,
Don't look at me
he's like,
that. The Juliet.
last,
bro.
yeah. Hey, bro. Last time I was cooking,
What?
he came out surprised.
You
Like,
gotta baste your steak, bro. If you ain't basting, then you wasted. You know what I'm saying? We talking about
Bro,
the
he follows
barbershop?
all the TikToks, bro. All the cooking TikToks.
I was because I was cooking. He's like, "Are you Julianne in those?" I'm like, "What the fuck? How do you know that word?" Caught me by surprise, bro.
Yeah, more than
He's
just
like,
a barber.
That's a nice Brunois.
Nah, well, cutting hair. I mean, I grew up a little less fortunate as well. Me and my family. So I mean, my dad cut my hair for as long as I can remember. I remember getting my first actual barbershop haircut in like the end of my 8th grade year, the beginning of my 9th grade year, like official like barbershop haircut, first ever, and that changed my perspective on cutting hair. Like a whole 360. Like look good, feel good. You know, walking in and out that shop, like the way they took care of you, paid attention to detail to your cut, made it custom, like and all the above. Like my dad would just buzz me one on top with like a half on the side, no edge, no crispy, no.
He probably yanked the shit out your head too. Like, get over here.
Yeah, and on top of that, I go in the mirror and I had straight hairs, like long here and there. And I was like, man, like this ain't it.
It happens to me. I do that. I give him that sometimes. I'm gonna lie. I can't even lie,
bro. That's what's crazy.
I'll be cutting his hair, but I think I do a good job. I'm like, hell yeah, the fade's there. The edge is there.
I go home, shower, and then all you see is like hair sticking out, bro. Like,
and it's only him. It's only him, bro.
I don't got the hair for it,
bro. He's because for like up until 9th grade, he ain't had a real haircut, so his hair's trained to do that,
Ever since then, like that just made me like truly fall in love with.
Because you fell in love with that feeling. You fell in love with that feeling when you walked out of that barbershop and you're like, God damn.
Yeah.
You felt like a whole new person. Like your whole identity got changed.
So if I felt like that, I imagine I thought about how the people felt like getting off my chair or getting the cut from me.
Yeah.
And back then, I mean, I wasn't the best. I was learning at that age, where in 8th grade, 9th grade, I started cutting hair with him. He just pursued it longer than I did.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of, it was a hobby to me, like playing a sport. Mm-hmm. And after that, like I fell back in love with it, and it became my passion. It became my career now.
So what made you fall out of it?
Sports. I played a lot of football and soccer.
Gotcha.
And I was like, that was my passion.
Right.
But then I got injured. I kept getting injured. I kept rolling my ankle, and that just, it wasn't.
You didn't see the path. Yeah.
I didn't see a future with it. It wasn't going anywhere. So right. I just went back to the cutting hair, and I went full throttle. I knew a lot of people.
Damn.
I had a lot of cousins, family in Plant City. I was born and raised in Plant City. So, I mean, I had to take full advantage of that.
Yeah.
And I was cutting a lot of people in Durant. I still got people I cut to this day that I was cutting in my parents' garage. They
so
still
you did
come
the same kind of story then, yeah.
Yeah. It's almost the same, just a little curve, you know what I'm saying? And I went back right on trail, you know what I'm saying? But
so how did you guys meet up? Like how did you guys link up? Because you went to the same elementary school or middle school or something?
We went to the same middle school.
Okay.
Yeah, all 3 years. We were in the same grade.
Yeah, so you guys knew each other there, but you guys weren't real good friends in high school or anything like that.
No.
Yeah.
So how did you meet
just
back
started
up
hanging out with the wrong people and
we went to a different school. You're drunk already. No more Moscato, bro.
No, but we met up in middle school, and we were pretty close, bro. Not gonna lie, we were really good friends.
We were super close 8th grade. I don't like 6th, 7th. I don't really recall being as close as we were 8th grade year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
due to having like classes together and stuff like that.
So then I'm assuming you go to high school. You guys kind of just like the same way with me. I had really good friends in middle school that didn't go to high school with me. You go to like 2 different high schools, and then something brings you back to hanging out. Like was it cutting hair that brought you guys back together?
It was honestly it was.
It's
it
a great
was
love
like
story.
I was working at. No, it is.
You know how we be singing at the shop?
They always come back.
Well, you know what's crazy? You know how we sing at the shop, like R&B or any type of music together?
If you call it singing, yeah.
Oh, okay. Let me drink something to clear my throat so I can show them what I
You
got.
better start singing right now. Matter of fact, he gonna give y'all a little sample. Yeah, that's what you call that.
No, but we have this one song, bro, that we would always rap together coming out the barbershop.
I caught a piece of that the other day.
When?
2 haircuts ago? 3 haircuts ago? I don't know. Or maybe was it on your Instagram then? Where was I saw it somewhere. You guys were feeding off each other, and I was like, I'm just gonna step away.
It was the live we did.
It was
It was the live where we're just being dumb. And we sang on there together. Yeah.
Hey, y'all nervous about doing a damn podcast?
Not anymore.
Bro, I wore a dress out in public. I don't hear you shit no more.
Oh yeah, he did.
Oh, he didn't tell you about that?
I ain't know.
Oh,
about
that's
that.
bad. We ain't gonna talk about it. All right, so next thing we're talking about. No, it's cool though because like it's super. I think it's inspirational too, like that you guys are doing that because like so many people, they get told by their parents they have to have a regular job, and you just work until you retire, and hopefully you break a small percentage off of your your income for a certain amount of time, and hopefully by the time you're like 55 to 65 you can retire.
Yeah.
And then they retire and they're like, oh, okay, now I can just stay home, and then they don't do anything, and they don't have any hobbies, they don't have any passions, and they just they let life win.
Yeah.
And I think it's cool when I hear people that took life by the balls and like made it do what they wanted to, and like, hey, this is what I'm doing. Like
that's exactly what it feels like.
Like, let me ask you this: would you ever retire from what you're doing? It'd have to be some extenuating circumstances, right? You probably love what you're doing.
I really do. I mean, honestly, I got plans and goals for my future. Like, I really don't see myself like cutting after 40. Not that I don't want to. It's just that I got goals and I'm dreams that like other business ventures I would like to get myself into after like 35, 40. After, like, I don't want to be behind the chair. I still want to be part of the barber industry, just not like cutting at the shop every day.
What do you see yourself doing then?
I mean, me personally, I got goals and dreams of like being like an international educator
for barbering though.
Absolutely, like an
That'd be
influencer.
badass.
Like,
yeah. You should do like barbering videos or something. Get you
Bro,
working
you
that
want to know
direction.
how many people and big barber names has told him that? Like, big people in the industry that know us in the barber industry have came up personally to this man at events, pulling him to the side, saying, "You need to try harder, bro. You got so much potential. You need to push. Like, you got a good voice for talking. Everybody can see
you're
that."
easy to talk to, honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
Because you're like very understanding.
He's very like good at coming back with like catchphrases, articulating his sentences. And dudes, I've even told him so many times, like, you need to start posting. And for somebody big, like Carlos from my town, which is an international educator who works with the top brand L3. Shout out to L3. It means a lot, bro. Even me, I was inspired just by that, somebody going up to AB and telling him, bro, like, you need to capitalize on your gift. You're not capitalizing on it. You need to capitalize.
You're cutting hair like crazy, man. You guys are like, the shop is always busy. At least from my point of view. Every time I've ever been in there, it's never just like, unless I got there right at 8:00. But damn, even then.
Yeah. And we close at 6. So
that's a blessing. Though.
Even
it's
at
just,
8,
it's been like that. We've been open for 6 months officially, half a year already.
How scary was it? The start. How scary was it from like the idea? So like, it was always an idea from when you guys were cutting at your parents' house. So when you guys moved from cutting from your parents' house or cutting from your house or whatever, and you went into an actual shop, how intimidating was that? Was it like overwhelming? Were you like the first couple of weeks, were you super nervous? How'd it go?
I mean, for me, it was because I was fresh out of barber school. Like, not no clients, but I didn't have a name for myself as a barber. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
You had some friends that you could cut.
Everybody that's been in the shop the first shop I went to was established. Like, as established, I mean like 4 or 5 years cutting at that shop, like back to back. So they had a name, they had their clientele, and when I first started there, it was hard to get like 2 cuts in like a day. It was hard. Everybody was like, "Oh, he's new. We don't know him. We never heard of him. We never seen his work." So.
Nobody wants to get a fucked up haircut.
Exactly.
No,
exactly.
That's the worst.
So
that can ruin.
You got to build a resume. Yeah,
absolutely, and that goes with making social media. Social media is huge in the barber industry.
Right.
Word of mouth, etc. You got to post your work. People got to see what you do. They got to
trust it before they invest into it. That's how I look at. Like, I mean, I don't know if you guys follow the podcast Instagram, but like, I look at posting clips like that. Like, no one's gonna invest into listening to a couple hour-long conversation with somebody they don't really know unless they see a bunch of clips and they go, I've seen like, I've been following this guy for a while. I've seen a bunch of his clips. They're pretty funny. They're pretty entertaining. Like, maybe I'll invest into listening to a full-length podcast kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's the same kind of thing though. Is you got to give people like a taste. Here's a taste, and then after a while, they're like, they get comfortable, they get confident, because that's what you're trying to build in any like business relationship. Is you're trying to build like confidence in them spending the money on what they're doing. You want them to feel confident in what they're doing before they do it.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah, you posting your haircuts is like posting your reviews. You know what I mean? Like, oh, here's the evidence that this man knows what he's doing, and it's not shit. So,
yeah, that is facts.
So it was super nerve wracking going to your first shop. You had, because you have, I don't know if you talk about this much, but you have kids, right?
I do.
And did you have kids when you started cutting hair?
I had my first one, my oldest boy. I did.
So you had a lot riding on the line.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like I can live at my parents' house.
And
it was like I got responsibilities.
And that's what made me take like everything so serious. Like I had no time for games or joke, like messing with my future or his, because what I do, my decisions I made was gonna reflect on our future, what I had to make the right moves, the right decisions,
Yeah.
make the right choices. So
Yeah. Yeah. That adds a whole nother level. It's one thing if you fuck up your own life.
right.
Yeah.
But if you fuck up your kid's life too, you know what that, I mean, that's crazy.
Mhm.
That's crazy. That was a lot. I can't even like begin to understand what that would be like.
And that was like that was all the motivation I needed.
Yeah. Yeah. Cause
Having
then
someone look up to you, becoming their role model, and now it's definitely paying off. Now he's 6 years old, and he tells me he can't wait till he's a teenager to go cut hair with me next to me.
Damn.
So that's amazing. That pushes me every day. Working on my days off now, going out to showcase in Orlando, like taking time away from them, but it's gonna benefit all of us. Like,
Bro, the guy I had on the podcast the other day, he's an artist, and he paints with his family, his whole family. He has like 3 or 4 kids.
Damn.
He has 5 kids. Sorry, like 2-step kids and 3 legit kids, or one of the. I don't remember the exact numbers. Regardless, his whole family paints. They go to like art shows together. Like they started creating new art shows because he was taking his family to them, and like the other people are seeing it, and like it's become like a whole family thing. And I'm like, dude, that's so freaking cool that you can like get your whole family involved into it.
Yeah.
So I don't know the legalities behind people cutting hair, but like that would be cool. Like get kids cutting other kids, and like
There was actually in the last barber expo, there was a girl who was 8 years old going viral because she was performing on stage cutting hair, and she wasn't cutting no like just regular one. She was doing fades.
yeah,
An 8-year-old with her dad.
that's
Which is
awesome.
crazy, bro. That's like, it's cool. It's a cool thing to see because they compete together. So they do tag teams together. So it's like your 8-year-old daughter plus you winning competitions. Like
Think about if you started when you're 8 years old, how good you like, how much further you would be too. And if they're already showing interest in it, I mean, the worst part is just starting, I guess. You know,
Yeah.
and like when do
it's
you
always
start
hard.
a kid?
It's always hard
Yeah.
starting something, you know.
Yeah,
the
bro.
hardest part is to start. That's the hardest part.
Look at you now. Like,
You don't have to be great to start, but you do have to start to be great, bro.
Yeah.
There it is.
Bro, it took me forever to post the first podcast. I was so
just
nervous.
about to point at that. Right when we were talking right now, I was just about,
That
you better
quote.
look over there, Ryan.
Boy, that quote, that gets me fired up, bro.
Yeah?
I'll run down a fucking mountain
I'll
on it.
fire it up.
Boy, I'll fist fight a bear. I don't care. Like
Damn.
Let's get
Fireball.
out of here.
well, no, but
Wow.
that's that's legit. One of my things though, man, is like, you know, everyone starts at beginner. Like it's very easy to see like the greatest of all time of anything and be like, oh, it must be easy. His life must have been easy. It's
I
like,
hate that, bro. That's lazy people trying to make an excuse.
yeah.
Honestly,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
yeah.
That's
exactly
the
what
easy
it
way to
is.
do it, though.
That's the easy way.
When you're
That's the
sitting on your
easiest thing to
couch
do.
and you watch a video of did you watch that documentary series with Michael Jordan, the one about the Bulls? What was that one called?
No,
The Last Dance, bro.
it's good.
You want to get fired up about just anything, bro? The Last Dance.
It's a good motivational document series. Like,
yeah, it's like 6 episodes or something like that, but it's about the Chicago Bulls during when Jordan played for him.
damn.
And bro, there's at one point where Jordan's like at the end and like they ask him a question when they're interviewing him, and he starts to get like teary eyed, and he's like that's what it takes. That's what it takes when you want to win, because the people were talking about him being an asshole or something like that, and he's like that's just what it takes. And like he's getting all teary eyed, and he's like we got to cut this, but it was just epic because I'm
Damn,
like
they cut it.
he did.
Oh, he
Michael
did.
Jordan like got up. He's like this is done for today.
You know what happened? You know what other interview was like that? Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Yeah, like where he has like, you know what, I need to stop. He's like rips everything off. Like,
Yeah.
like you got
Yeah.
me like starting to cry. You know.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy, bro. People can really, you know, this is art
Because
too.
they like trade their life for it.
Yeah.
They like sell their soul to the devil, metaphorically speaking, to do that. Like Michael Jordan, that's what happened with him. Is he literally was like, "This is what I'm doing." Like he's like, if you want to win as many championships as I win, this is the mentality you had to have to do it. You
Damn.
can't just be like, "Oh, well, maybe next year." It's like, no, this year or fucking die kind of thing. Yeah.
That's
And
how I am
that's
now.
why
with
there's only a
certain things.
handful of people that make it thus far, because
Yeah.
not everybody sacrifices as much as the next person.
Do you believe in talent? Like I believe that. Like have you ever heard the people like it's super easy to be like, "Oh, well, Mike Tyson just has great genetics," and it's like, yeah, maybe, but maybe he's just been working so fucking hard that it makes you
Working a lot.
working so hard where you go, man, Apex just has the best haircuts because of genetics. It's like, nah,
I mean, I
that
do
shit don't
believe
work
some
like
people
that.
are born with it, but other people.
Well, if you grow up to be like 7'11", I guess that's one.
Right.
That's genetics. There's no denying that, you know. But like when it comes to like haircuts, like there's no substitute for hard work.
Nah,
you just-
gotta-
you cutting hair,
you
No,
gotta
yeah.
put the reps in. If you ain't putting the reps in,
And there's no shortcuts to cutting hair either.
Yeah.
You know, it's either you're gonna take the time and do the steps properly, or you're just gonna do half-ass steps and give a half-ass haircut. You know.
Yeah.
There's really no step. Like you have to be precise every haircut. You know, because if you mess up one haircut, it can lead to them never coming back.
Have you ever heard the quote about the quote about like trust takes years to build trust and minutes to destroy it.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with your barber. If you trust your barber with your haircut, I mean, like most people don't think, I guess, I don't really know what people outside of me think about haircuts, but like I know one thing's for sure. When I get a nice one, I fucking walk out, I like pull down the visor, open the mirror. I'm like, God damn.
I do that
Feeling
too.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get home and I'm like, hey, you see the haircut? I'm like, hey, what's up? You see the haircut?
You ain't even got to point it out. It stands out on its own.
Exactly. Too, especially if you haven't had a haircut in a while and you look scraggly when you walked in, which is often
the best
for me.
ones.
Those are the best ones. You got your hair all grown out and then it lays down properly. Like,
Yeah, you walk in looking like a whole new person. Yeah.
Best feeling, bro.
Yeah.
Honestly, I love getting my haircut, man.
Yeah.
Like same as cutting hair, I love getting haircuts. You know.
The best. I don't know if it's the same way with you guys, but like for me, I'll just because I don't work at a barber shop and I'm not around barbers all the time. Like after a while, I'll be like 2 months away from a haircut, and I'm like, damn, like this shit's getting kind of long. I was like, I need to.
You're
I'll think
like
about
picking
it
your hair like that, yeah.
I'll be thinking about it for like a month, and I'll be like, damn, I need to go get my haircut. Next week. And then I finally I'm like, okay, this shit's getting annoying, and it gets to the point where I'm making it's annoying and all the time, and then I'm just like, I need to get a haircut. And then when I get a haircut, I'm like, I should do this more often.
Maybe I should come back next week.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna start setting my appointment.
Bro, do a subscription service.
You're onto something.
Dude, you know what? I had a lot of people tell me about the subscriptions, but I don't like getting paid up front, and then when I do the job, I don't get nothing. I'm just like, damn.
It makes you feel like
It makes me feel like I worked for free. So that's why I know it's like, all right, that mentality is kind of like
start it off something small. Like do like a Patreon. I don't know how it would work with a barbershop. You know what Patreon is? Patreon's like a subscription service for artists and shit. So like the podcast has a Patreon, seamless plug. But I guess my podcast can do what the fuck I want. But like basically it's like, hey, you can subscribe, you can get special like content and stuff like that. You could do something like that for the barbershop. Like, hey, if you show me that you're a subscriber to the Patreon, you get to set the price too.
Oh shit.
Like so mine is 369. Those are the different levels because I thought it was funny. Like what's that song? 369 down to the line. I don't know. It's just like
Is that Rey Mysterio?
no, it's Get Low.
Nah,
Get Low.
Oh.
that's
Yeah,
619, bro.
Oh.
You're drunk. That's it.
I'm getting fucked up. We gotta
Shit.
Oh yeah.
Shit.
No, you guys first.
Where's my water?
You guys first.
Hey, bro, do the honors. Oh, I'll do it. I got you.
Thank you, bro.
I'm sorry.
See?
I
Now we're working.
I forgot who you
Bro,
were.
do I need to leave the room?
No. Hold on. I'm gonna post a reel real quick.
All right, cool.
Yeah. Cause I had a promise I was gonna post this reel.
That's
Bro,
crazy.
it's fucking hot in here, bro.
Not that
So
bad.
take off all your clothes.
Adrian's wearing a straight up sweater. I'm fucking sweating over
This
here.
guy's sweating bullets over here, bro.
I
You
am.
can't see it, bro. He's
scared.
shining.
He's got to keep the team gifted, stay gifted hat and shirt on. Thanks, bro.
Shout out Team Gifted.
So you got some right? Okay, cool. Damn, I didn't think we were gonna clear through that so quick.
Oh yeah, we did, bro.
It's 2 cups, bro.
That's what I'm saying. What were we just talking about?
About what?
Oh, Patreon. But like one of the podcasts I follow, they have like a subscription thing where it's like $50. Like you can sign up for a $50 one.
Damn.
So you could, I don't know, because it's monthly.
Yeah.
So you could set up like get one free haircut a month kind of thing like that.
Okay.
And then I say one free. Like basically the subscription service, you sign up for our Patreon and then you automatically sign up for a haircut. And then if someone misses a month like that, I don't know. I'm just toying with the idea. I don't know. I don't do your guys' jobs. I don't know. But that would be cool too.
Yeah. I recently started doing prepaid plans now. Like you have to pay me before you come get a cut. Because there's been too many cancellations like right after. Like I have somebody coming and they cancel literally like minutes right before.
Yeah.
Which I could have had somebody fill in the chair, get my money that I was supposed to get instead of now sitting for an hour that I could have potentially got $70 or $100 for the cut.
Yeah. Yeah. So they're like, it's almost like an opportunity cost.
Yeah, and yeah, definitely an opportunity cost and wasting my time. You know what I'm saying? Like,
because now you're just sitting.
That Moscato got him feeling dangerous.
Right? Atravesado.
Yeah. I don't even know what that means, but
Sounds good, huh?
It sounds real good.
Listen, I don't know. I love the Spanish language. Y'all know it.
You're basically half Spanish.
I swear, man, I'm just white in my skin. That's it. My skin, and I can't speak Spanish. But I love the food.
Oh my
I
god.
love the food.
We just
The
went
culture, bro. The culture in general, like I love Spanish culture. I mean, I grew up like in like an area that was like half the kids I went to school with were Spanish.
Cork, half Spanish, half white.
Little Mexico,
honestly,
bro.
Little Mexico, yeah, bro.
I'm saying, and I was like,
Same with Tomlin.
Tomlin was a lot of Hispanics.
Yeah, a lot of
Absolutely.
Hispanics.
well, we come from a town that like has a
Farms.
lot of like farms and shit.
What are you trying to say?
Most of the workers were We talking about facts right now.
Yeah,
Most
you want to get canceled? We just talked about this, Ryan.
Talking about the hardest workers in the room, whatever,
That's crazy,
bro.
bro.
Oh yeah, you're
You
actually
feel
right.
offended, bro? Honestly,
Bro.
you must be white.
Bro, yeah, bro, you know what pisses me off? It's like, you ever heard like people talking about like they're coming over here and taking our jobs? And bro,
Oh,
you
yeah.
don't want to do that job. I don't
Nah.
want to do that job.
Nah. I don't want to do that job either.
Bro, I'm saying
no.
I don't want to do that job. I ain't never even thought once about doing that job. No, I'm good. Come
That-
on over. You can make good food too.
That's a hard ass job to do, bro. Like
Build a party.
you come in with your back hurting, knees hurting, legs hurting, arms hurting, head hurting, like
Sunburn.
all week.
Sunburn,
It's
yeah.
no days off, bro.
No days
I'm talking
off.
about 4 or 5 a.m.
There's no shade. No shade out in the strawberry
Sun
field.
up, sun down, bro. Sun up, sun down. That's it.
it's yeah.
Nope, they can have that job. Come on, I don't want it. I don't want it.
I've actually seen some Americans working that job too.
Posers. I was just kidding.
I really have seen some, bro. Like,
Why?
I don't know. I guess it's a job, man. You know, really, it's a job. It's a job. I mean, people.
Bro, I go to McDonald's first. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I've actually seen an African American working in the fields too.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty crazy to see. It's because it's out of the ordinary. But I
Yeah.
mean, now people just need jobs, bro. There's a lot of people coming into. You have to get a job no matter what.
Bro, there's so many places with now hiring signs that I'd go to first. That's all I'm saying. That job is hard.
Yeah.
That's how it's hard. It's like construction. Like when you go to like a construction site that gets done.
Oh yeah, fast.
Yeah, bro. It's like all Hispanic people.
Yeah.
All Hispanic people.
Juan.
You know he's gonna listen to this. Yeah.
I had to say it, right? That's
know
what I
he's gonna
thought.
listen.
Juan.
Shout out Juan.
Shout out Juan Rosales.
Bro.
Roofing.
Bruh. I'm telling you.
Yeah, bro. That man
Nah,
works.
grind,
Yeah,
yeah,
he
I'm good.
grinds. Even on his days off, he's like, yeah, I have today off, but I think I'm gonna go do some trailer work, buy some stuff to bartend. I'm like, damn, bro, just relax. I never see you just take a day off. Like,
That man doesn't have no board time.
nah, bro.
No board time.
Always doing
He
something.
sits down for like 35 seconds. He's bored. Yeah.
That's what it's called. Board time.
I don't know. I just said it, bro. I don't fucking know. Hell, I don't know. I don't know nothing, man. I'm just here talking shit. I'm just here because I like to talk.
It comes out in the in your Instagram post. Board time. He puts that as the reels.
Just put some elevator music behind it. Boo-doo.
Oh man.
So now that you guys have the shop going, to get back on that same path,
Mm-hmm.
like, so I already asked AB. He has a goal to try and transition out of just straight up barbering for money and to do a teaching venture with that and to
Yeah.
make businesses out of that. What's your future goal now? Because the last time I heard your future goal was to open your own shop, and from what I understand, it came a lot quicker than you were expecting.
Yeah, bro. It really did. Yeah, the last time I didn't even have my shop. It was just an idea, right? We were just talking about it.
I don't even know how big of an idea it was or wasn't, because you were just like, man, my dream one day, own my own barber shop. I can see you in my head, like, own my own barber shop.
You got to put that video clip with this one.
Bro, we didn't have video for that one.
Oh,
I'll add it though. I'll do a picture.
That's crazy.
I'll do a beautiful picture of it, like the left side of your face with the apex.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Well, now since we got the shop, and that's something that I can cross off, and it was at the very top. I feel like now that's at a, not to say it in a bad way. Now I feel like that's at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, like now it's time to do more, bro. We can do more. Like I don't want to settle for less. Like, you know, all right, we got the shop. At the beginning, it looked hard, but now it looks easy. You know, now it's like, okay, and we already had like one of the like worst ups and downs ever at the shop, bro. Like we had problem after problem, complaint after complaint, and it's like the craziest, bro. Yeah, we had the hardships already, like in 6 months.
You got a story for me, or a specific story, or like, can you walk me through a day?
All right,
Because from the outside looking in, like, shit
Yeah,
looks like it's been popping since day one.
That's all the time, though.
Yeah.
that's all the time, bro. You know, everything looks good. Everything looks good. You know,
Yeah, but we don't wake up in your shoes. So walk me through what it's like, man.
So when we first opened it, I mean, it was smooth sailing, man. We were just buying little things here and there. We went to go look at the shop. We got hit with the price, and I was like, damn, yeah, that's a pretty steep price. But first we got hit with the opportunity, and that was like out of the blue. Literally came out of nowhere, like a curveball, bro. Like, just I was chilling at my house, and we got the phone call, like, hey, like, I'm selling a shop. How would you boys like to get it? I was just like, let's get it. That was the first thing we called AB. I was just like, hey, man, like, just got offered a shop. What are you trying to do? You trying to go in? He was just like, no hesitation. Let's get it. Boom.
What was going through your brain when he called you?
I was shocked. I couldn't believe it. Like he said, it was out of the blue. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you were trying to call his bluff. You're like, oh, fucking get it, pussy. We
Yeah.
won't.
The guy threw a curveball and we hit a home run. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. It literally was a curveball.
It was like shocking. Like I couldn't believe it. I remember it was just out of nowhere. Like he said, I can't even explain it because it was just out of nowhere. And I remember just like jumping off the bed, like
Did
out
it
of
feel
excitement.
real? Did it feel real?
So, it felt surreal. It didn't.
But you felt. I'm assuming it would feel like numbing almost.
I had to like see him in person. We had to talk about it in person because over the phone it just didn't sound right.
Yeah, you woke up the next day. You're like, shit. Did that?
No, we met up
happen?
that night. We fucking met up that night, bro. I'm not kidding. I'm not
We
kidding.
did. And you know how fast it was? So we got the phone call. We went to go see it that same night.
That same night.
Fired up. Son.
Yes.
Hey, look, let me tell you how crazy it was. We bought it the next day.
Damn. No hesitation.
No hesitation. We bought it the next day. We didn't want nobody else to get that opportunity that if we would have missed, we would have been mad. So we bought it the next day. After that, we had it, got the money, bought it. Next thing we did, all right, barber chairs. Boom. 1 week we spent over like $4,000 in just buying things, $6,000, $7,000. It was a lot of money. But the hardships didn't really start until everything was cool, you know? Like we were working in there, felt good in there. Like I was like, hell yeah, like everything looks badass. We just got to redecorate it. So once we started redecorating it, everything was cool. We turned on the air compressor, AC, everything was chilling. First day we opened was good. Second day, AC gave out.
Boy.
Second day,
Central
AC
Florida
gave out.
hair.
Yeah.
Oof.
So we got it with Freon. Freon's like $1,000 now to fill up, you know?
Yeah.
So there goes another 1,000, something that we didn't even have. So we had to really grind, get barbers to come in.
How scared were you when that happened?
Oh, bro.
Because you're like, shit, like, did I stretch myself too thin? You get like super nervous. What happened?
Yeah, bro. Like
You had to feel, I'm assuming, because like to open up your own shop, you've got to like have this like unwavering ability and like confidence in your ability. Right.
Yeah.
And so when something like that happens, you're like, fuck, am I over my head? Like you get nervous, right? I just imagine what I would feel in that situation.
literally what I thought about every day waking up. Like, damn, did we make the right decision? Damn, did we?
You're scared, right?
Just scared, bro. You know, because we didn't want to be like the laughing stock of, you know, Plant City. Like, all right, these guys were talking big, like saying they got a shop and they lost it the first week. So definitely we had to stretch. Yeah, imagine, bro. Imagine. And being like one of the top, humbly, I could say like people think that we're like, you know, really good. Being that so, it would have looked really bad if we would have lost it.
Yeah.
Due to like little things like that, you know. So we really stuck it out. Bought a whole new AC. After that, what else gave out? Air compressor gave out literally like 2 months later, and that's another big investment. What else?
Trying to think.
Something that hit us big.
But regardless, shit happened.
Yeah.
And you guys are like right on the edge of like
Opening.
like when you open the shop, you're probably like hey, we like let's make sure no shit goes wrong. And then
Yeah.
a lot of shit goes
A lot
wrong.
of shit
And that
goes
starts
wrong.
getting discouraging.
Yeah,
I'm
it
sure.
does. No,
I'm
absolutely.
sure you get to the point where you're just like, fuck. Like you go home at the end of the day and you're like,
We were definitely
just-
second guessing ourselves, you know. Like,
You're-
he would ask me, "Are you sure that we're doing this right?" I'd ask him, like, "Bro, I'm not sure. Like, this is a new adventure. This
Yeah.
is
how good was it to have each other to talk to about it though?
Good,
that's
bro.
probably an underrated blessing, bro. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, bro.
Bounce ideas off of, because otherwise you get stuck inside your head, and that's the worst place to be because your brain's gonna immediately go to the worst.
Yeah.
And that's like the
Immediately.
beauty of it. Like me and him, like we're best friends, bro. Like, and when it's time to be businessmen, business partners, we put our friendship aside. Like,
Yeah.
we're not gonna make our decisions what we make on the business side, like affect our friendship. Like,
Right.
we're just too good. We're just too good at that. Like, we know when the right time to be friends and have fun, and the right time to be businessmen and make shit.
Well,
works out.
because two things feed into each other too. Because like, how hard is it going to be friends with them if you guys are losing fucking money? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You guys, if all of a
Exactly.
sudden you're like you can't live in your house anymore and you have to move, how hard is it going to be friends with a person who's like, oh yeah, we should do this thing that you thought was kind of like a dumb idea, and the next thing you know, you're fucking moving out because you can't afford the place you're living in anymore. Like,
shit hit the fan. Not
Yeah,
for real.
bro.
Bro. Shit got real.
We literally, a lot of people see us as like having fun, but when it's time for business, bro, we don't. Like,
Yeah.
we sit across from each other, we talk real, you know.
the
like,
fun is an afterthought. The fun is an afterthought.
a lot of
I mean,
people don't
yeah.
see that, you know. We actually sit down, we're like, yeah, no, I don't like this. I tell him, he's like, no, I don't like this. Like, we gotta, you know.
Yeah.
So you do get it. You have to, because you get your feelings hurt sometimes, you know, because that's somebody that's your best friend, you know, and to say something that's true, and you know, you definitely have to learn how to put your feelings aside
Yeah.
and talk business, you know, like talk straight business, and we have a good understanding, you know.
How many times has one of you guys like shown up and like, hey, I got this great idea, and then you tell the other one, and the other one's like, "That's fucking stupid." That ever happen?
Not yet. Honestly, it hasn't.
I was
No,
like, okay.
honestly, it
I was like,
hasn't.
because I can imagine something like that might happen one day. Like,
You know what we do for that not to happen, and we can like kind of read each other's minds. It's like, all right, so let's say I have an idea. He's just like, yeah, it can work, but we could do that with this. Come with another
Like an add-on,
an
like an
add-on.
yeah,
You know,
it's
So
an unfinished thought. You bring him an unfinished thought. You go, hey, this is just something like it kind of like hit my brain right. Like, what can we do? Like, give me your thoughts on it. Because having another opinion,
It complements your opinion.
yeah.
And that's what they say, great minds think alike. Usually what he thinks I've already thought about, usually what I think he's already thought about. So when we talk about it,
or you might see it from your angle at a different light. Like if he sees it from this direction, you see it from this direction, but you both are trying to look at the same thing. Like, oh, now all of a sudden you got a complete picture.
Mm-hmm.
But then we meet in the middle, and
we
we put our both thoughts together, and it's just an even better idea than just his or just mine.
Yeah. That's what I do with Colton too. Like I'll be like, hey man, I'm thinking about doing this for the podcast. What do you think about doing this? And like, he'll be like, well, and I'll explain, like, because normally I try to get the thought as close to complete before I give it to him. Like, what do you think about starting a Patreon? Like, or this, that, and the other. And then I'm like, I let my friends like that come on the podcast. Like if they have ideas, like I'm all for somebody having an idea and telling me it. Cause like, that's how like my podcast with my other two buddies came about, where we're just going to get drunk and talk shit and like put that only on Patreon. And then like, if people want to watch it, they can subscribe to the Patreon. If they watch it, if they subscribe to the Patreon and watch the podcast, they can watch the full length one there. Everywhere else, we're only going to put out 20 minutes. They watch the full length one on Patreon, and all it costs is $3. At the minimum. You can pay, if you decide you want to pay more for it because you think it's funny, then pay more. And then if you pay that amount, we're going to use the money we make from there to buy the drinks for the podcast. So it's like they feel like they're contributing for it,
No, that's tight.
So, and it might take a long time before I get enough money to actually pay for the drinks, but fuck it. Like, this is fun, man. Yeah, I have a great time doing this.
This is basically your hobby, trying to make it into a career,
Yeah. It's more like my hobby. Like I felt like if I never started it, like I would never let myself live it down. You know what I mean? Like if I just never started it, I would be like on like my deathbed one day and be like, fuck. I didn't want to live my life just looking at like another podcaster that's famous and just be like, oh, it was easy for them. They had da-da-da-da work out for them. It's like, no, maybe you just didn't fucking try hard enough.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I won't let my lack of effort be the reason that something doesn't get done.
Mm-hmm. And definitely, man, I've seen your growth, man. Like now, look to the mics, to receiver, cameras. Now you're going into the camera, like YouTube.
Just having a whole room for it just shows that you're passionate about this. Like, this is something that you look forward to.
Because this starts out as barbering too, bro. Like once you have your own room, like you're cutting hair in a room at your your parents' house, your house. That's how it starts.
Yeah. Well, once I saw, like, have you ever heard the phrase? Once you see the way in one thing, you see the way in all things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how I see it. Like. You've heard of compounding interest, right? When you talk about investments, it looks like a hockey stick. It's like slow, and then it shoots up right at the end.
Yeah.
That's how I feel everything in life is. Everything in life is a slow drip until you have a lot of water. You know what I mean?
Bro, and that's how I felt this last year.
Yeah.
Just getting blessed on top of each other. Like, and that's from 10 years of going hard, 10 years of me struggling, like, for years, cutting hair. Like, damn, is there ever going to be, like, a close to the finish line? Well, there's never a finish line, but am I ever going to see a milestone? And I think until this year, bro, like I've seen some big milestones, that I've never thought that I was ever going to get crossed to, just cutting hair, but definitely surprising myself and surprising my parents. Like,
now imagine in 10 years what that's going to look like. You know what I mean?
And I'm, we're young to the game, like super young.
Yeah.
Like a lot
you're
of.
like what, 35? No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
I mean, yeah, somehow we're adults, right?
But even if you hear 35, you still go, fuck, that's a lot to work.
Bro,
you know what I mean?
what?
That's 10 years from
10
now.
10 years,
Bro.
10 years and
10 years from now, and then you still have another 20, 30 years to work.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, you guys got a head start.
Definitely.
A head start. And I did, that's what my thing with this is like, it might be slow taking off. It might take a while to get legs. It might be years before it ever sees $1.
Mm-hmm.
But like the money is just a side effect to me.
Yeah.
Like if I'm loving what I'm doing, I would love to in 10 years for someone to be like, oh, it must be fucking easy for him. It's like, no, bitch. You know how many podcasts I had to rush home for?
Right.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
And you know how many podcasts, like, well, I stopped doing my podcast for a minute now, probably like 3 months now, but it's just because it's hard to find time. But the hardest thing.
Well, your time is, you have multiple things you're valuing your time with.
And then the hardest thing is finding people to come like that, and for them to come.
Just
That
like
shit is
your
hard.
appointments for your haircut.
Yeah,
and that's
bro.
you're giving someone a haircut for a podcast. They're giving you their time.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to make it as approachable as possible. And bro, I'm not saying I'm good at it. It's difficult. Like I'm messaging people constantly.
Yeah.
Like, hey man, you want to do this? And so many people are nervous. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
and rightfully so. Like if you've never done something before, like shit's intimidating. If you've
Yeah.
never done something before, like you're like, fuck. Like, and everyone's worried about too. You see like cancel culture is such a big thing nowadays that like when you see like, oh, this person got canceled for saying da da da, and you're like, oh shit, I've said that before.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? But it's the same way though. Like, so people are like, well, shit. Like, if they got canceled for that, what am I going to cancel for? And then they don't realize, oh, it's because that person is so big that's why they got canceled for that. And really, like, canceled. Like, did they really get canceled? No, they didn't really get canceled.
If anything, he got more popular.
Bro, Joe Rogan, when he got canceled, he got 800,000 more subscribers.
Damn it, man.
That's canceled.
He
That's
definitely
canceled.
That's
benefited.
that's that's
What's
nowhere
canceled?
near.
Yeah,
bro.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, this is like he just got a great marketing
certified.
campaign. Yeah, right. So say some shit that's getting me canceled, please.
Yeah.
I need some marketing. I'm just
He's good at talking though.
yeah.
Joe Rogan can. I think he could talk to himself out of anything.
See,
And if not, he's just gonna use his fucking legs and his
bro,
and
that
his
side.
jiu-jitsu
Well, yeah.
Bro, you seen him kick a bag, bro. That can
Bro,
break bones.
He like took a heavy bag and like bent that bitch in half.
yeah.
Like, that shit was
If
crazy.
you put that in slow mo, he bent a fucking like what 200-pound bag and folded it with his foot.
that chain didn't want it, son.
No, bro.
But my thing, so I resonate a lot with what Joe Rogan talks about because I've always felt the same way. Whenever he talks about why he started doing the podcast, and he's like, well, I like talking. Like, I need a job that I'm allowed to talk to people because that is what I do. I'm going to do it regardless if I get paid. So if I can find a way to get paid for doing what I'm going to do anyways, like that shit's
Best
fucking
of both worlds.
So like to me, I mean, I've always been talkative. It's never been a thing where I'm just like,
Oh, I know.
I've always been this way though. Like I used to get, you remember in elementary school, you get like put on yellow and red whenever you're being bad.
Oh yeah.
If you're being real bad, you got red. If you're just being a little bad, you got yellow. I was constantly on yellow and red for talking.
Damn.
For talking. Nothing else. Not chewing gum. Not like being mean to other kids. No, it's because I was like talking to kids.
I got the red sticker because I was sneaking in food to the class.
I was
Really?
just getting red because I was
Yeah.
bad. I was bad,
Yeah.
bro.
No,
You're
mine
a
was
bad
talking.
girl.
Hey.
I just like how like the mic sounds.
It sounds crispy.
It does. Like
Yeah.
you're being a bad girl.
The fuck, man.
I don't know. I don't
Do
know.
a little. That was needed right there.
Oh,
Super
that's it.
necessary.
It's the Moscato, bro.
Bro, you're sweaty, bro.
I
Look at
am.
you, bro.
I'm scared.
Where's the sweat rag at?
No, it's because I was working out
No,
before
don't
this
you
too.
worry,
I
don't you
was.
worry.
Oh, how's working out been going, man? I've seen because you both were hitting the gym hard for a while.
Yeah, bro.
Now,
Well, I-
look at me now. Look at me. Look at me,
Bro,
bro.
you look great, man. Stop it.
He do a
Stop
slow
it.
mo when he does that. Look at me. Look
That's
at
crazy.
me.
Yeah, take that sweater off, fat boy. Yeah, let's see
Hey,
what
that's
you
why,
got.
that's why I'm trying to sweat it out right now.
Just sit in there.
I'm taking any opportunity to sweat, and this is the opportunity here.
Damn, I need to get some AC to put in this bitch.
Nah, bro, you're good. It's just because I was working out, and I'm like, when I start working out and eating healthy, I don't know, like I sweat more.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm eating unhealthy and not drinking no water, I sweat less. It's weird. It's weird, bro.
Those are the meat sweats, bro. You just had a fat ass steak.
I did eat right before I came here too.
Yeah.
The
Bro,
meat
I worked
sweats.
out
you
and I
guys should've
ate
seen it.
but I ate rice,
But
chicken,
that's-
and avocado.
Got you. Sorry, AB. I'm not good at this shit yet.
I know you haven't touched that one thing at all.
Which one?
The noises until now.
Yeah, I don't really use it much.
You should.
I don't really use it
I
much.
like that.
Yeah, you should.
When Colton gets hammered, which he's gotten pretty fucking hammered while we
Yeah.
were doing those drunk podcasts, he hits them a lot.
A lot.
He hits them a lot for like no reason at all. He forgets which one does to what too, so he'll play the wrong sound. It's hilarious. It's fun, man. It's a good time. So are you gonna start your podcast back up?
Yes, now that I have that camera right there, which was a good investment because I want to start doing photography too, to make some money on the side. I feel like now I'm gonna start using that for my podcast. Just one way though. I don't know how you get those zoom ins when people talk.
You want to know?
Yeah.
I do a lot of editing.
Oh. Yeah.
I like right now it's about 2 times a day that I take and I edit videos.
Yeah.
It's fucking a lot of time. But I've disciplined myself. Like I lose sleep. I don't like play on my phone. Like I literally I wake up at 5 a.m. I get ready for work. And once I'm done getting ready for work, I sit down at like 6 o'clock and I get on my computer and I edit videos until I have to go to work. I get to work, I go to my lunch break. I open up my computer as I'm heating up my food in the microwave. And then I work on my computer for that hour-long lunch and just make videos.
Talk about dedication.
I don't have internet here. And so, like, a lot of what I need to do when I edit videos is I have to have internet to add, like, the subtitles and shit.
You don't got internet here?
No.
Why?
Long story.
Oh,
Long story.
it's too far for them to.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
I live in the boondocks.
Short story.
You guys drove down
Short story.
You made it short. Yeah. Short but sweet. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you guys drove here. You know what it's like.
Oh, bro, this shit's crazy
Yeah,
out here.
I know.
I'm scared to leave.
we passed it, and then we're like, Sleepy Creek. That shit sounds creepy, bro.
Hey.
Oh, yeah, my bad, bro.
So
my
many people
bad.
saying road names out here.
Oh, my
That's
bad.
crazy.
Sorry.
He's drunk.
What are they
bro.
gonna do? Show up out here?
I
No,
wish
gonna
they
do
would.
Catch these motherfucking
Drinking air, bro.
no, there's a little water in here.
Listen, whenever you're finished with that drink, we can go get some White Claws.
Yeah, bro. This guy's drunk. Give him water, bro. Matter of fact.
White Claw is basically a water, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you ain't drive here.
Courtney, I didn't.
No, good then.
Yeah, neither did I. No, I'm just kidding.
Uber
Y'all-
everywhere.
Y'all want to take a break and get some drinks?
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you want.
All right, cool. Let's
We'll
go
be
do
back
that.
in 3.
All right. Somehow we're
Adults
adults.
and
Doo-doo-doo.
Somehow we're adults. Do.
You feel weird? Like, do you get a lot of help with the shop? More so
Oh,
than you
yeah.
expected?
I'm not shy about asking for help, man. I'm really not. I'll ask anybody for help, you know?
Yeah.
Like, a fool don't ask questions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why.
Or you don't get nervous that, like, people are going to judge you?
No. Not really.
When did that happen? Because, like, that's a big thing with people in general. Like, you ever heard the phrase, fear kills more dreams than failure ever will?
I've heard that.
Yeah.
What was that again?
Fear kills more dreams than failure ever will. So, like, more people, like, are, like, they scare themselves out of doing something that they really want to do. And, bro, I was, like, right there at it. But I was like, come on, pussy. Post that shit. Yeah. Legit.
Damn.
If it wasn't for Colton, I don't know if I ever would have posted it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, because I was in the woods hunting, and Colton was like, that was right after he told me he would start helping me, and he had all the audio files and shit, and we had all the information put together, and I was like, no, it's not right. No, we need to go through and edit and make it pretty, and like, because when you hear a conversation like we're having, this is like a natural conversation. For people who haven't heard it the first time, it's the same way as you guys feeling it now. But when you listen to us having a conversation like this over and over and over again, you're going to pick yourself a fucking part.
Yeah.
So, like, it's hard. That's the hardest part for me is when I go back to edit videos. Like, I'll rewatch a podcast, but I try to give it enough time to where I forget what we talked about. And that's my thing. And then I'll walk people through the process because, like, I'm working through it. So, like we'll record this, we'll post it. Once it's posted, I'll go through like a week later and listen to it. As I'm listening to it, if something makes me laugh, if something goes like resonates with me, I'll screenshot the timestamp of it. And then Colton gives me the video, and that's when I start to pick it apart and make it into clips. And I start editing shit to try and make it look funnier. Like when you're talking, I'll zoom in on you. When I'm talking, I'll zoom in on me. When like we're all laughing or something, I'll zoom out and get the whole picture.
Yeah.
Nice.
Try and make it look better like that. So, you know. And then Instagram's algorithm, it wants you to post all the time and be interactive and engagement and shit. So
That shit's so hard, bro.
That's
like that's the one thing I'm struggling right now. I just asked another barber who cuts hair in Orlando, literally meshing, and this is what we're just talking about, asking for help. Yeah. I literally reached out to him, which he's a big barber. He's my age, you know. So it's like, damn, like some people look at it like I'm really about to ask another guy, you know, who cuts hair, who's fire, like my age, for help, you know.
Ask him and help, like for Instagram.
Yeah, because he got really good at making reels. Shout out Dariel from and Movie Barbershop, Orlando, my boy. So I asked him, I was like, bro, like you got to teach me your secret. Like I'm getting paid to post on Instagram and I'm not taking advantage of it. I need to take advantage of it. And
must be easy. I'm just fucking.
Shit, bro.
No, I'm just kidding.
So I asked him a whole bunch of questions, man, and he really set aside his time, his own time, valuable time, and for me to give me some sauce, you know, like put me on. And he really told me the truth. He told me like what it is and what it ain't. He told me some things to do my own research in, which is, hey, bro, like it really be like that, you know, like.
That's what it takes.
If I worked hard enough for my stuff too, I would tell people to do their own research too. Like,
right. Well, you got to make it your own. Because if you do what he does, that's not yours.
And that's exactly what he said. He said, I could tell you the times of the algorithms for you to post, but we don't live in the same region. It's not gonna work for you. You got to do.
Right. And you don't have the same followers. Your followers might have a different schedule than his followers.
So that's where I did a little trial run today. I posted at 9 a.m. I posted a reel because I'm just gonna do strictly reels now. Pictures are obsolete.
I wonder too. This is just my. I mean, granted, I'm so new into this with the podcast. I wonder if posting too much reels is a bad thing too.
He said, and everybody who I know who's a content creator, a reel a day.
Yeah. Oh, bro, you follow Gary Vee?
Yeah.
Gary Vee sells fucking 4 a day. Bro.
Yeah.
I was like, that's crazy.
And-
Who got time for that? I don't even, bro. If I worked 8 hours a day on making videos, maybe.
Bro.
Maybe, but some of them videos gonna be shitty.
And where I want to head is to where I can have my own marketing team. You know, like where I can pay. It could just be one person. I'm just trying to make it sound cool.
Right.
But
Well, yeah. Like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have somebody you pay for to do marketing.
yeah, to do my reels, like so I can have my own free time, and they
Problem is in that market is then, like at least with me,
you're picky about your.
It's
content.
hard. It's hard for me, yeah, because you're gonna see some shit and you're like, I'd have done this better. But there's like a.
That's where
Like when you live with somebody, when you see somebody wash the dishes, you're like, no, you didn't fucking do it like you're supposed to.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I'm like
yeah.
that too.
Yeah, that's how I am, and I'm sure everyone has their thing that they're like that. Like,
Their own
oh, you
little
washed
niche.
the car, you missed a spot. I never missed that spot. What the fuck?
Yeah.
But it's like at a certain point, you just gotta let somebody do it and learn.
That's where you got to go in and tell them about you. You know, like I know somebody who does content for other people, and they literally ask you, like, they want to know everything about you. Like, what's your style? Do you like this? Do you like how this looks? Do you like these filters? Do you like what are you looking for? You're trying to go for a Drake style picture, or you're trying to go for a Tory Lane style picture, you know, because they both have different styles, like on what they post on Instagram.
Right.
But it's really more like I think I found my niche to my Instagram, so that's why I'm trying to like make my own. I'm trying to do it myself right now to see what I like, and then in the future when I have money, like so I can hire like a team.
Yeah.
Like just one person, you know, really just to do my
Right,
stuff.
right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you could start just by paying somebody like per video.
Yeah, per video.
Yeah, that's probably the easiest way. And
Or-
instead of paying somebody's salary or something like that.
Or come in one day, they literally stay there for probably like 3 haircuts, and like get some clips and make like some motivational videos, like while they're like recording me cutting hair, and they ask me like a quick question, you know, they cut out whatever they said and they just post what I put, like they post what I say with a black and white filter, and then have like the letters coming out, like those motivational ones.
Yeah.
Or, like the podcast ones, you know.
Yeah,
Those
yeah.
are fire, bro.
Yeah.
Those
You
are
like
fire.
those?
You should
start making
yeah, you
those,
should start
yeah.
doing those. Like a
a
zoom
little,
in on
like
you.
a little clip just from like this full podcast,
Mhm.
like a not a verse, but like
a part in the
a part
podcast.
of the podcast that you really like the most, that stood out, that had like a real big impact, something that you said or something that we reacted to, you know, like
Yeah.
and
I
make
do that
that
now.
and- do you?
Yeah.
That's the videos I make. Yeah.
Yeah, he
check
does
it out.
them.
Yeah. Yeah, with the quotes and everything.
Mhm.
Yeah. I do the subtitles and everything.
Mhm.
Yeah. That shit's. I mean, I think it looks good. And
Dude.
some of the videos are like the crazy part is the ones that I don't even think are that funny are the ones that get the biggest pop.
Bro,
They get like multiple thousands of plays, and I'm like, why the fuck?
that's why
I don't get it.
my boy Dario, he said post no matter what.
Right.
Exactly.
Post
I
as
was about
simple
to
as
say
videos
that.
you can.
Yeah.
He told me
Make it as easy to post as possible.
his first 1 million view viral post was a 5-second video
Yeah.
that he didn't want to post in the beginning because he thought it wasn't like
Wasn't
he
worth
thought
it.
the haircut was like all right.
Yeah.
He posted it and it was at a weird time. It was at 2:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And 1 million views, bro.
Bro.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy how things work.
Bro, the funniest videos. I'll show you guys before you guys leave today. I'll show you the videos I thought were the funniest fucking videos. It got like, I don't know, a couple likes, 2-3 likes. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? But it's just because Instagram is constantly like tweaking their algorithm for how much exposure you do or don't get on things. And like, I don't know, man. Like one time it was like 2 or 3 weeks after I posted one, all of a sudden it got like 70 plus like likes. It got like multiple thousands more plays. And I was like, what the fuck, bro? I don't understand this shit at all. I don't even think the people that work at Instagram understand it.
Just got to
It's
post,
crazy.
man.
Literally.
Yeah, you just got to post.
Yep.
And
Post and ghost.
And once people see your content, that's when the likes button's gonna go in. That's
Yeah.
when the save button's gonna go in. That's when when
Yeah.
you're getting a lot of saves. That's when it starts.
I'm just making
going
shit
up.
that I like. I watch it and I'm like,
That's how it should be.
yeah, I like it. If I like it, I don't think I'm that weird that if I like it, then someone else is gonna like. I like tacos. I like pizza.
love tacos.
Bro.
That's
You know,
what I'm saying,
you're
you know what I'm
talking to 2 of the most Mexican people you ever had on this podcast.
I know. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. I fucking,
Nah,
but I'm
yeah,
saying,
yeah, but posting every day, like someone new is bound to see it. Someone that didn't see
Right.
your post yesterday is gonna see your post tomorrow.
and it's gonna create new opportunities.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm
So
hoping.
really, any post is not a bad post,
Right.
Whether one like or two,
Yeah.
that person viewed it.
Yep. Staying consistent.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Yep. Because like I said, like the videos that I didn't even think were that funny are the ones that got the bigger of the pops, and I was like, how
The more you post, the more natural it comes. I mean, I'm not speaking for myself because I started slacking on that. I just been real busy lately.
Right.
That's not an excuse. Now I'm gonna get
Yeah.
back onto it.
That's why you got to make it super easy. Like I try and make as many videos as possible, and like I make it to where it's a habit. Like I'm reading a book called Atomic Habits. I don't know if you guys have read that book or heard about it, but basically the guy's talking about like how to build and break habits. So break bad habits, build good habits, and like you have to go like, okay, what's something you have to take like an inventory of your current habits. And be like, well, this is a good habit that I have, so I'm gonna keep doing this. And if you want to bundle that between like with a good like to make a new habit that's going to be a good habit, you have to bundle it between two habits that already existed, because those two ones that already exist, you don't even think about them. They're like subconscious. Your brain basically, like the part of your brain that initiates a response basically doesn't even light up, and so you have to bundle in between two of those like secondary habits, and then when you start a new habit. So like mine is waking up in the morning and getting ready for work. It's just something I'm gonna do. I'm like, okay, so before I go to work, which is just something I'm gonna do, and right after I get ready for work, I'm just gonna do that. And then I was like, well, what's the hardest part? I was like, hardest part's waking up in the morning. And I was like, well, I know why. It's because I wake up and my phone's sitting right next to me, and that's my alarm clock. It's super easy for me to just hit the side button. I get 9 more minutes.
Yeah.
And then when I do it again in 9 more minutes, I get 9 more minutes. And I just keep doing that until I've snoozed it until I have to like fucking 30 minutes to get ready for work.
Bad habits.
Right. And so I was like, what do I need to do? And I was like, I'll put my phone on the other side of the room where I have to get up to turn it off. And then I told myself, once I'm out of bed, I'm out of bed. Boy, that bed's got a magnetic force field to that shit when I stand up in the morning.
Yeah.
And every fiber of my body's just like, go back to bed. Tomorrow. Oh, make a video tomorrow. Nope. Not today, pussy. Nope, we're getting in the shower. And then I go take a shower. And once I take a shower, I'm good.
Attaboy.
Bro.
Wow.
Bro.
Attaboy.
That is shit. Well, it's just like it feels hard in the moment, but like over time, you're just like, what, an hour earlier a day that I wake up?
Yeah, it ain't that bad,
Bro. It's not that bad. I'd rather be 35 having a kick-ass podcast, or like you guys, like looking back on all the stuff you guys have went through to open the shop. It feels easy now, but in the moment, most of that shit felt difficult.
Yeah.
Like talking about opening your shop. Like that shit, you're like you guys like look back on it now and you're like, that shit was easy. But in the moment, how many days, like how much stress did you guys go through? How many times did you guys just get like,
Yeah, talk to me about it, bro.
Oh man, we had days where we were there till late trying to figure out how to find the solution to the problem. Coming to my house, talking how are we gonna fix this? What are we gonna do?
We were still working full time at a shop during the process of opening our shop. Like,
yeah.
It was a lot of sacrifices.
Had to
A
go
lot
into
of
work.
long nights, a lot of early mornings.
Yeah. All
was
day
just-
just to leave work to go to work.
And it was all worth it. Like honestly, me talking about like going back to the bad habits, I had a bad habit of not waking up early. Like I was just terrible at it, the worst. You could Apex is right here. He'll tell you about it.
Oh, yeah,
and
he did.
I'm not ashamed of it because
Yeah,
of who I am now and what I do now.
Yeah.
I hop up off the bed and turn my swag on. You know what I'm saying?
Hop about the bed.
Right, exactly.
My swag on.
Take a look in the mirror. Say what's up.
See, you can sing. Come on, just a little tequila to open that throat.
No, but yeah, definitely that was one of my biggest pet peeves about my own self that I didn't like. I really disliked that about myself.
That you didn't wake up early?
And it was just because of laziness. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it was pure laziness. It was pure my decision to hit that snooze and
feels so good.
take that extra hours or so.
Bro, that bit feels so
And
good.
now, bro,
We got
like,
them Calvin Klein sheets too. We got them from Marshall's son.
Nothing touches his body except silk.
That's what I'm saying.
The rush hour. That's
Better
right.
have that high thread count too. Shit. But that shit feels so good against your skin in the morning
Oh
too,
my
and you're
God,
like, oh
bro.
my god, outside of these covers is so cold.
Bro.
Ooh.
It's
But I
hard.
dissected it and I was just like if I can run for 4.5 miles outside in Central Florida heat and steam and like feel like I'm dying, I can't get out of fucking bed in the morning. What the fuck is this,
That heat right now is crazy.
bro?
It's the perfect time to work out right now.
yeah.
Outside where people should
it's
be
perfect
working
time
out.
to cut weight. I would
Cut
say it's
weight.
perfect time to work out. You'd die.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
trying to do.
Hey,
Well, if you're trying to cut weight, make weight for a fight,
yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Sauna's outside.
I've been working out. I've been
Sauna's
working out
outside.
outside, like with a 5-pound weight, shadow boxing.
Yeah. 'Cause you got a
running.
gym at home, right?
Yeah, I have like the leg press.
The bicycle, bro.
Yeah, I bought a bicycle stationary to wake up at 5 in the morning to start doing like running.
Yeah.
But it's just because I like since we got connected with the Pro Box promotions, I always wanted to take a picture like in a ring, like like some nice pictures. Yeah, I never
With
got
abs.
the chance.
With abs.
Yeah, with abs. Yeah, definitely with abs, bro. Because
Come on, you gotta throw that in there.
I never got that chance back then because nobody would take pictures of me. I would just go there just for fun.
Yeah.
But now, like, I really want to go and like look my best at a pro boxing like promotions to
Yeah.
go spar with some pro boxers, bro.
Yes.
I'm gonna take that.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, once you see the way in one thing, you see the way in all things, and this is the same thing. I noticed too. Like, I think that's the biggest shift in my mentality too. Is when I lost a bunch of weight because I'd always been. I told one of my buddies.
You're looking good, bro.
Thanks, man. But I told one of my buddies that that like I always have been motivated and like had a desire to do great, but I didn't have any good direction for it. Like I didn't have like a focal point for it. And I always wanted the easy way, just like the rest of America. I just wanted the easiest way to do something. Like just tell me what pill I need to take, what drink I need to drink twice a day. What do I need to do? I just want to make it easy, At a certain point, there's no substitute for the work.
No, bro.
There's just none.
To get looking right, there's no shortcuts at all.
It's not even that's everything. There's no shortcut. There's no shortcuts to having your own barbershop.
Like the quote says, don't be mad at the results you didn't get from the work you didn't do.
Yep. Yep. And it's like that theory. I've heard about it before. The theory of like 10,000 hours. It takes 10,000 hours to be a professional.
To be a professional.
Yeah.
I
So
heard
like
that
if you
too.
put the 10,000 hours in 1 year, like you're gonna be a professional quicker. But that's a lot of fucking time.
10,000 hours. That's
But most people,
how many days is that?
bro?
You
All
don't
of
know
them.
the
That's all of
calculations?
them. Bro, we all went to public school. That's what
24 hours a day.
All right. I was like, I didn't want to do the math and
24
post
hours a
it.
day.
Let's see.
24 hours a day
Mathematician?
divided by
10,000,
the square
24.
root.
416 days no sleep.
That's
over
a year.
Yeah. And so, but think about it. But who dives in head first to anything from the start? The hardest part's starting, right?
Yeah.
And then once you start, you're like, okay, I'm going to dedicate, 1 hour a week.
Time.
1 hour a week that I'm going to focus on this. And then it becomes 2 hours a week. Then
gotta
3.
start small. You
Right.
gotta start small.
And it's a snowball effect. It's compounding interest. It starts out slow, and then one day it's just going to be like all that slow conglomeration of shit is just going to skyrocket
up.
you. Yeah.
That's why I bought the camera. That was like a big thing. Because once I spend money on something like really expensive, I gotta use it. Because if not, it's a waste of money. So that's why I bought that camera just because I really want to do photography now. I've always liked photography. Anything that had to do with art because I can draw.
Apex shoots coming soon.
Boom, put my mugshot as the photographer. Apex shoots.
Instead of what's the podcast name? Cutting Deep. Instead of you holding scissors, it'll be like you holding a gun. Like
Apex shoots, bro. Yeah, I can't wait, man. That's gonna be my next venture for sure. I always want to do photography, and it's always good just because it's good. It looks good on your Instagram,
Yeah.
Yeah, you can put your
And
art on
It
Instagram.
complements what you do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You take pictures and videos of your haircuts already. What better
Yeah.
way than to get into the actual photography, videography?
One hand feeds into the other, right?
Mhm.
Yep. Because like if you have better pictures for your Instagram, that's gonna look.
Yeah.
You might
Content.
capture some new
Content.
people. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
Better content, man.
Yeah.
That's all it is now. Like, if you really want to make money, you got to use your phone, any type of technology to your advantage.
Bro, I talked about it on one of my previous podcasts. It was something you told me, and it was something you told me you'd heard on like YouTube or something like that. But it's like everyone's got these like $1,200 iPhones, $1,500 iPhones, and if you're not using that to make money, the fuck are you doing?
Yeah,
In some type of way.
I remember telling you that.
Bro, when you told me that shit, I was like, damn. Because, well, my thing is, like, when you think about social media, like, my thing, I realized this when I started losing weight because I used it as a tool, but social media is a tool.
It is.
Absolutely.
You can be victim of the tool because Instagram's using it to make money on you, so you can fall victim to the tool they're using, or you can like redo your algorithm. Like, how many dudes that are our age do you think it's just like chicks in bikinis, chicks like with their ass out? Like, that's most of their Instagram feed. I know, AB, don't look at me. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I want to know what do you think? Why did Instagram decide to start paying a lot of people on bonus reel plays? Is it to release? They're making too much money, so they have to release some to.
No.
Or why are they allowing so many people to make money now off of Instagram? Not just famous people, but the average Joe.
Because TikTok.
I was just about to
They're
say,
competitors.
Exactly.
TikTok, YouTube. They
I don't
know
got
that you
TikTok.
can. Huh?
I don't got TikTok.
Neither do I. I need to start one though.
Everyone started blowing up and getting hundreds of thousands of views on TikTok.
We started posting the same videos that I post on Instagram, posting them on YouTube Shorts. which is like the same kind of thing. It's just more extra exposure.
Yeah.
You know, if you're already the video's already made, you just got to wait. I mean, do you make your videos in Instagram? Is that how you use their function to like build them?
No, I use InShot.
Okay. See, I use
InShot.
my own editing software. The video is ready to once it's ready to post. I just have to add the caption and tag the people and
okay.
post it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was gonna get Lightroom.
What's that?
Awkward.
Yeah, I specifically paused for a lot of
Awkward.
time. You saw that because I was like, "What's that?"
I was like, hold on.
It's a software. It's a software.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. I figured as much, but I just hadn't heard of it. But if you're already making the videos, like post them other places too, where they're doing the same thing. It's like they're competitors, and that I think Instagram's paying people because they're competitors. Like they want you to put the content on Instagram
there.
because so many people are taking TikTok content and then just putting it on Instagram.
But you know, you don't get as much views on those
On what?
on TikToks. If it
Really?
says TikTok, if it has the TikTok little logo on Instagram,
on Instagram, you don't get as much views.
yeah, the algorithm kicks it out automatically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, on purpose.
On purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I had somebody tell me that. They're like, oh, I see you started putting your TikTok videos on.
That's why you don't make the video in TikTok. You make the video on a separate platform.
Separate
When you
platform.
post it, it gets that little TikTok
Yeah.
brand mark
separately, and then you post it separately on Instagram.
thing. I hope they don't listen to my full length podcast and then remove my podcast from Instagram. I'm just gonna not post it there, but I don't know.
It should be good.
Bro, I start to wonder often, like, how smart is the algorithm?
It should buff out.
Should it buff out?
It should buff out.
Yeah, it'll buff out.
It'll buff out. It'll buff out.
It'll buff
It'll buff
It'll
out.
buff out. Everything is buff outable. It's a verb.
Just like this White Claw.
This guy said he don't
I'm
drink
drunk.
beer. He is.
Are you really?
He is.
Yeah, I didn't eat too much today, so it's hitting me.
But like, so I'm gonna take that part where he just said that, and then I'm gonna take it at the beginning of the podcast. Yeah, I ate right before I came here.
Yeah, but I did, but I didn't eat a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
just chicken and rice and avocado.
Told you
roll.
the meat sweats.
Bro. That's all right though. Yeah. Say some shit's crazy.
Hey, hold on. What the hell was that?
Bro, the worst part's eating. Yeah, eating on the podcast because we've done that before. I'll show you. One of my favorite videos is like a moment that happened on the podcast, just like not even trying, and we were all hammered, and we just got back from a bathroom break. And you know, when you're drinking, when you're sitting down, you don't really feel how drunk you really are until you stand up.
Yeah.
And so we all stood up. We all went to the bathroom, like got drinks like we did earlier. And we came back down, and we're all sitting down, and we're like snacking, because man, that was a 3.5 hour. That one published. I mean, all the shit cut out 3.5 hours long.
Damn.
Yeah, that was a good ass time.
Hey, but people love that ASMR. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Don't you? Yeah. Don't you have to get a different microphone, like a more?
No, this the
Right.
one.
Oh, these are the
You
ones?
can't hear?
No, I mean, all right. people are just like, get the fuck out of my ear right now. Yeah.
I know.
it's like you're
This one's
whispering.
for you.
Oh, no, baby, let me whisper in your ear.
Imagine making a haircut tutorial just like the snip of the scissors.
Oh,
Like,
bro, that'd be
that's
so
so
badass.
satisfying.
Ooh.
Yeah, that'd be so bad.
Well, it's like, have you guys seen those cooking videos? You seen?
The Julianne, bro.
No. You said the Julianne, bro.
The Julianne, bro.
Like, do you guys watch any TikToks that are like cooking videos?
Yeah.
I watch them all the time,
I'm
bro.
Fucking obsessed.
That's
There's
what
this
I
one.
do.
There's this one. He's like the steak channel. Take all my fucking money. The dude does like
Fucking sizzle on that pan.
he makes like these individual meals that are like $150. He's buying like these expensive ass, nice ass steaks.
Damn.
But then he's got this fucking bro. Apex gets it. There's this knife, bro. This thing is sexual.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like a
We were-
$200 knife.
No, bro, it's because in culinary we were talking about knives. We're like,
Bro.
we're like, my knife's better. Like, yeah.
It's like
Knives are
it's
crazy.
Like, it's like cars, bro. And then it's like
Yeah.
What's the channel called or what?
Steak channel.
Oh, steak
Yeah,
channel.
it's called Steak Channel, I believe.
Where on TikTok or
Instagram,
YouTube?
Reels,
Oh,
Reels.
Instagram Reels.
Yeah, and but
I
the
wa-
one dude who does, he's like a straight bro. He like literally is a
yeah.
straight like looks like he's like our age. or a
Oh,
little bit
is
over.
it the one with the long hair?
Yeah.
He's
Bro,
funny. Yeah,
I love his videos, and he'll like always like he'll get like a steak and has like a good crust, and he'll take his knife and
Scrape it.
ASMR. He's like he's like check out this crust. I'm like,
yeah, that's just so fun.
he like plops shit down. And like
Wow,
That was actually pretty good.
you know,
double take.
That Dijon mustard.
no, but dude,
we
I'm
get it.
obsessed with those videos
You're
though,
bad.
because like I'm still gonna come home and cook the same shit I already cooked, but
Bro,
like I live
right.
like through this man that's first of all I don't know how this man doesn't have diabetes yet, because that man be eating.
I hate how we're older because we look at those videos like, yeah, I'm gonna make that the next day, I still end up eating the same shit. Store bought salad with chicken tenders from Publix and making a chicken tender salad, bro.
For sure.
I eat that like religiously every day.
Yeah. Like if I try a new recipe, I end up just making it taste like the same way I make all my other food.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Same
like,
seasoning, same spices. Let's get it in.
I'm like, oh, hey, I don't really need to add the cumin like he said, you know?
Oh, cumin?
Bro, yeah.
You like cumin?
I don't fucking know what it tastes like, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I really don't know, but
I just said a random ass spice.
Oh, okay.
I don't
The adobe, bro.
I know that like a lot of times when I get my inspiration from cooking videos when I try to make something new, but I won't follow the recipe. That's why in culinary, like I was always more of a cook than a baker. Than like I didn't really follow recipes.
You know who's a badass grill master?
Me, yeah. Oh, AB?
Yeah, bro. I'm good in the kitchen, but you
I
suck
trying to have a
at the
fucking
grill.
That's next podcast right now.
Yeah,
Next
bro.
Have a
podcast.
grill off, bro.
Hey, this guy.
You don't want no fucking smoke,
I'll
son.
do it blindfolded.
Boy, I will make an egg that'll
Yeah.
kick your steak's ass. That's what I'm doing.
That's crazy.
bro.
On the
I'll hit you with that,
grill
I'll
from
hit you with
the
that
skillet.
reverse sear. You won't even know what's coming.
No, the reverse
dude, don't
sear,
even
bro.
talk to me about reverse sear like you know what you even said, bro. Don't
You know,
even.
that's why I said
That's why I said
I
it.
had
tomahawk,
a reverse
bro. You don't
sear.
want to see me with
Bro.
the tomahawk.
Bro, I
Zuko?
ruined. Bro, you ready for this story? Apex gets this. I'm gonna call him Apex from now on because everyone knows you as Apex.
I'm just tatted on him, bro.
That's
He
crazy.
is
It's
Apex.
on his
What happened
face.
to Adrian?
It's covered right now. It's covered right now. You should get Adrian on the other side. No, I'm just kidding.
No, it looks so
Don't
crazy.
tell him that he would.
I will, bro.
He really
I've been
would.
deciding getting
Boy, you
a
want your dad?
tattoo right here.
Yeah, your dad's gonna beat your ass, boy.
How many times already? You hear that, daddy?
Yeah, he's a sucker for pain. Whatever. He's like, yes, more, please. So okay. Best steak you ever had, right? We're thinking of the same place, right? Don't say the name. Don't say the name. Don't say the name.
Okay.
We're thinking of the same place, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's not the same place.
it is.
It is the same place because I have a picture with him standing next to me there. That's
Yeah.
all I'm saying.
And not
Now
gonna
he's
lie.
gonna say it
Two
because
times.
you said that.
Two
No.
times.
Now he's gonna
Two
say the
times.
same
Two
restaurant.
times.
Tell Evie what's up.
Two
Two times. Like, get the fuck out of here. He's just mad because I'm about to.
you're a
shit.
bitch.
He said, "Listen,
Y'all don't want to see me on
I'm
that grill.
finna
That's
run
all I
your
want.
credit, AB. I'm
Run
running
it.
your steak credit, son."
Run it.
So
Let's have a
800.
fucking match off
my
right
bachelor
now.
party, we went to that place, that steakhouse, bussin' steaks. That place is just indubitably bussin'. It's so good.
Meat
And we-
market, bro.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like a yeah. Fuck out of here, chicken market.
No, and you know what's crazy? Now that you say that, I'm gonna give out the areas. And we were just in Orlando, and we were trying to figure out where to eat. We should have went there, but we weren't dressed for the part. But I think we could have walked in like that.
I think we had reservations. I think you
I think you have to have
have to have
reservations.
reservations.
Oh, we spent our dinner there was like touching $3,000.
No shit. Was it good? Was it worth 3,000?
You didn't see the ticket?
Oh my God! See, I knew y'all were lying.
No,
I ain't care
I'm
about
glad
that.
this is on camera. We caught him, and he was.
you didn't see the ticket.
Hold up. Yeah.
You didn't see the ticket from Chef Paul?
Oh, you
know what
talking
they're
about
talking
when
about.
we went?
Caught
Yeah,
him,
we went. Oh,
red-handed.
yeah. I thought you
He caught
were
him
talking about
red-handed.
recently at the
No.
place you went to.
No,
Okay.
where
No,
we went.
that shit was
Orlando.
yeah.
Bro,
It wasn't
that-
$3 grand. It wasn't $3 grand. It was like
It was
close
like
to
2005.
It was like 2000. Yeah.
Bro, it was past it. I saw the tab. Bro.
Bussin'.
Cap.
It had a comma in it for sure.
Is
Yeah.
there
For
a
sure.
hat somewhere? Because y'all are capping. No, I'm just-
You don't even know.
Right over there? No,
You don't even know how much he tipped him.
bro, it was ridiculous. It almost had a comma in it too. Shit. But
300.
So, yeah. So
Ballers alert.
No, that was a, shout out Strawberry Crest.
Yeah, so basically though, for my bachelor party, we went to that same steakhouse, right? And this is on a Saturday, and the Thursday before, I went to my buddy's house, and we had a ribeye, like one of them fucking thick ass ones, and it was the first time I ever did a reverse sear. Boy, it ruined my steak Saturday night.
Really?
Because that steak we had that Thursday night was so good. We were eating it, and I was like, man. I was like, just think we're about to have a really good steak Saturday, too. And he goes, I'm not going to lie. He's like, I don't care how good that steak is. It's not better than this.
Damn.
And sure as shit, we went, and I got the bone-in dry-aged one, which is the dry-aged is even more expensive than just a regular. So it's a
Yeah.
prime dry-aged ribeye, bone-in. And I ate it, and I was like, that was really good. But the steak that we made Thursday, which was just a regular, it was like a tomahawk ribeye, but all that means
Yeah.
is the bone sticks out, whatever. So it's just a regular bone-in ribeye. But it was
Yeah.
like a thick cut one. Bro.
What was that? Gas?
bro.
I guess I don't know.
Bro, literally, like
gotta
I literally,
taste
like
this.
I was like, wow, that the experience was better at the steakhouse because you're not just eating at your buddy's house.
Yeah.
Because you're like,
For
you know,
sure.
I got a glass of red wine with my steak. I've never done that before.
Mhm.
I got a glass of red wine. Like we got a lobster tail. Like we had, you know, cheesecake and orange creamsicle cake and fucking.
There's
you know,
one thing that's
calamari and
always
shit.
gonna stick out to me at that restaurant, and it wasn't even the food. It was how the waiters came right behind us, and we had a waiter for every person. Right when we came up there,
Yeah, just it's an experience.
Yeah.
You're paying just as much for the food. You're paying just as much for the experience as the food.
and they put this like metal contraption on your thing
oh, for the butter.
for the butter,
Oh, for the butter.
and they put a little thing on top, like a metal
To
plate.
baste it, bro.
Bro,
They put like a metal thing, and then they cut like fancy with the white gloves and everything. They cut the butter, put it on top of there. They both at the same time put the candle right under, light the candle. Synchronized. Lit the candle for you to melt the butter while you're dipping your lobster in the butter.
yeah, 'cause
Surf and turf. Y'all
bro,
surf and
Shit,
turfing?
bro. We're
the
surfing
best way.
and we're surfing.
bro, that shit was delicious. Calamari, the fried oysters, the dessert. It was all good. We got how much? Our bill was up there. Our bill was up there that day.
I seen the bill. It wasn't 3,000.
No,
it
no,
was,
I'm
it was
talking about
touching.
for
It was
my bachelor.
touching. It was
I'm talking
touching.
about
Got
for
it
my-
on camera. I'm glad we got
Yeah,
it
it's
on
touching
camera.
Chef
Chef Paul.
Cap.
Chef Paul.
uh,
Shout out to Chef Paul. First place.
Oh,
Bro,
yeah.
they
Yeah,
finally-
fuck
it
those
took
kids.
years.
Fuck those kids. No, I'm just kidding.
Shit, I'm gonna drink to that.
What?
Hey, fuck them kids.
Yeah, for real. 2014, 2015 culinary was the best culinary ever.
We had the most fun.
We did. Oh,
Bro,
let's not talk
I'm
about
getting
that.
Chef Paul in here soon. We're gonna talk about it. I gotta hear about it because I'm fucking salty as fuck.
Yeah. Get him in here.
But I did contribute.
Oh yeah, you picked.
I
yeah.
picked those kids.
He selected the team, and I'm still.
selected.
Yeah, I'm still mad at Paul because he didn't even dare to reach out.
Fork, and we I tried all the food.
Dare to reach out or anything to me.
I think it was because I had just reached out to him about the podcast.
He didn't even add me back on Instagram. So
It's probably because you're decent. Buddy out.
Listen, y'all don't square up right here, okay? Please.
I'm gonna do like Birdman in the interview. That's it. That's all y'all want me here for. I'm out.
Damn, you really did that?
Y'all wasted my time. It was the shortest podcast or interview on Breakfast Club. It was I think it was like 3 minutes.
No shit.
What?
It was 3 minutes, and it had the most views.
What happened? Why did he quit? Was it just
He
a
got
question
in.
ask?
He got in there with a bad attitude, and they were just like trying to be funny. But Birdman's a serious dude, you know. They're just serious, you know.
Yeah.
But he came in there, and they were trying to ask him like dumb questions, and then he brought up something that they said a long time ago, like a disrespectful thing that they said, and then he was like, you know what, I'm out. And literally the 3 minute interview, and some of theirs are like 2 hours, an hour, you know. Got the most views, 3 minutes. That's crazy. That one and the Kodak one when he walks out too.
Kodak walked out?
Yeah.
What happened there? Kodak's a nice guy, isn't he?
Yeah, they were wasting his time. They were asking him about like he got mad because they were asking dumb questions. They weren't asking him about music and stuff.
Yeah.
Like they were asking him personal
Bro,
questions.
I get so nervous that I'm gonna ask dumb questions. Cause like I don't write shit down. I didn't write down questions for you guys coming today. But
Oh,
I tell you
no.
what, I've been thinking about it for the past fucking like 4 days.
What's another
like-
question you got then?
Another question? Well, no, I'm more interested in your mentality, and it's like it would be weird if I just sit here and like had written down questions like, so this one's for AB. This isn't a fucking news television show. You know what I mean? Like on this hour and like hit the papers against the no, fuck that shit. No, I ain't doing that. I do have some questions that I wrote down to like ask people in general though. So, but they're more like mentality questions if you guys want to hear that, because this is something I've done before with other friends of mine. We were hammered, probably shouldn't have done it, but whatever.
Let's hear it.
All right, do you guys want funny questions to start, or do you want
Yeah.
serious ones?
Let's do anything.
Man,
Okay,
I
let's
got
start.
I got the answer. That's all I know.
All right. Would you rather be blind or deaf, and why? AB first.
I'd rather be deaf because, I mean, like having the visual,
You
you
still
know,
cut hair?
being able to see,
Yeah.
like it's. I mean, they both are. They suck. You know, it would suck to be either or, but I mean, I would rather be deaf because I would love to see. Like I'll be here, maybe I probably wouldn't be able to hear y'all, but I'll be able to see.
talking
y'all.
like, when I open this up.
For real.
I'm just kidding.
Nah, but yeah,
You
like,
look really stupid with
the
those
world. The
headphones
world
on.
is beautiful. Like the world is beautiful. The sunset, the beaches.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We're mostly we have 6 senses, right? Is it 6?
5.
5. I have a 6th one, so fuck off.
We
No, I'm
do
just kidding.
too.
I'm just kidding.
I do too. My spidey sense.
That's it. No, so we have 5 senses, but like majority of what the world is that's around us is based off sight.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Most of it.
I'll pick blind too.
Blind too.
No, deaf. Yeah, deaf. Yeah, deaf.
He's drunk.
Right, he's hammered.
Yeah, I'll pick death. Yeah.
Yeah. I had one buddy say.
I said I picked death.
I picked death. Just
wasn't
kill me,
even
bro.
enough.
Just kill me.
Yeah.
I don't want to be
Option.
alive. If I can't hear some shit,
Yeah.
Like my thing is, I think about what I like in the most. Like,
You good there, bro?
Yeah. I just want to let y'all know that I was done.
bro, I'll shotgun the next
Catch up.
one.
It falls down.
Bro, I have a video for that. The last podcast, we made a fucking beer tower at the center of this table.
I seen that.
Oh, yeah.
Why didn't you want to make one with us?
That's crazy, bro.
He ain't good
Bro,
enough.
because I was like, Apex, I know you want Moscato. I got you. What does AB want? And he just, I'll tell you what he said.
Nothing. Crazy. Talk about best friends, right? You
Bro.
don't even know what I like to drink.
Yes, I do.
What is it?
Cranberry.
Nope.
What? Shut your ass.
Say it again.
Cranberry vodka, splash of Red Bull.
Money.
And if not vodka, the Remy.
Money.
Y'all ready for another funny question?
Yes.
Shall
Yeah.
we be fucking wild?
Let him answer it first, though.
Okay, yeah. We flip flop. All right, Adrian, name a better feeling than when you sit on the toilet after rushing home to take a shit.
Name a better feeling after rushing home.
So
to
like
take a shit.
you're clenching your cheeks together
Uh-huh.
and you're fucking hauling ass and you're like,
Yeah.
God, please don't let me get pulled over
I don't
because you're
know.
about to shit your pants if you hit a red light. And then you get
Damn.
home and you sit on the toilet. The biggest feeling of relief. Name a better feeling than that. I'll wait.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say this.
I mean, somehow we're adults. Just
Bro.
say it.
I don't know because it's not gonna look right. Let me say,
Nah, bro.
getting home and eating. I'll tear that shit up.
I don't know. I was just on the way. I was on my way home the other day
Uh,
and I had to shit super bad. And then I finally made it to the toilet and it was like this sigh of relief. Like, oh God, I fucking made it.
no lie, that
Fucking
is
here.
the best though.
Yeah.
That
I don't think there's any better feeling.
I just made something up because that really
Yeah.
is the best, bro. Taking a shit in your own house.
Yeah, whenever
Who
you
doesn't
thought you
want
was about
that?
to shit yourself
Yeah.
somewhere.
Oh, bro, I got a fucking funny story.
Okay.
I'm coming from Orlando, and I'm like, all right, so when you hit that airplane? No, not the airplane. Nah, not that.
When you, okay, all right, we're good. All right.
Oh, you broke the seal.
Somehow we're adults. Do.
How long has it been already?
Huh?
What are you talking about, bro? It's been like more than an hour.
For real?
Hour and a half?
What the fuck?
Yeah. Time is just flying.
What the fuck? That's
Bro,
Why
that's
you
what I'm
acting
saying.
surprised?
That's why you show up and have fun, man.
It took
And
that
you-
long to drink one drink. I mean, it's
I had 4 already.
For what?
Four sips.
Damn.
Yeah.
White Claw.
That's what I'm talking about. Thank you guys for doing this.
Yeah,
Yes,
bro.
sir, man.
Thanks for
Appreciate
having
you
us,
guys.
bro.
Apex, give me that story. You're talking about. We were
Oh,
just
yeah.
talking about taking shits or something.
Oh yeah. So I was coming back from Orlando, and there's like a certain mark that that you're getting close to Plant City, and bro, I could not hold it in no more. I had to take a shit.
Turtle head, bro.
Bro, I was literally like this driving, like with my butt not touching the seat no more. I was like, fuck. And the person that was with me, they were like, dude, just go anywhere to take a shit. I was like, fuck it. And I was like, all right, I'm going to my mom's house. I can't even make it to my house. Bro, I literally get to my mom's house and I'm like, my ass is not touching the seat no more. I'm literally like, fuck, like barely pressing on the gas because I couldn't even hold it no more. And I
You're
get
sweating, but you're cold.
there, bro.
The cold sweats.
I get there, I run out, I don't even put it in park. My friend has to jump in the seat and put it into fucking park. I start running in there, holding my pants, and my pants are falling down. I run inside.
The goosebumps.
My mom got scared, bro. Like she
She thought you were dying.
Yeah, she thought
someone's
something
trying to kill him.
Yeah, she thought someone's trying to kill. I go to the bathroom. I'm like, boom! Like fucking, it sounded like Hiroshima, bro.
Like the tile
Kicking
around the
doors
bottom
down,
of the
bro.
toilet.
Atomic
starts cracking.
bombs, bro. She was like, "Oh my god, you literally came here for that? You couldn't go to your own house?" I was like, "Mom, there's no way I was going over
I'd have
there
been cleaning this off the seat of the car.
for real."
Yeah.
I was in there for like 10 minutes, bro. I told him to give about 30 to 45 minutes.
Like the movie Little Rascals when Max came out. I missed.
Oh no, that wasn't Little. Yeah, that wasn't Little Rascals.
Oh no, it was Daddy Daycare. Daddy
Yeah.
Daycare. My bad.
What do you mean you miss? What? Oh my god.
That shit was hilarious,
Dude,
bro.
Eddie Murphy, shout out.
That shit, yeah,
watch
shout
my podcast. But no, so same kind of thing. I had a story once. I was with a buddy. We were in like downtown Plant City, and we were coming up on a red light, and it was yellow. And I'm same thing, bro. I'm fucking holding on to anything I put my hand on inside his vehicle. I was riding shotgun, and I literally was like, bro, I'm fucking sweating. I'm dying. I'm literally like pale. Like just
Panicking.
a flush of color.
Absolutely.
I'm like all focus is going on not shitting on myself.
Yeah.
And I'm literally like the light turns yellow and I was like fucking run it. And he starts to run it, but it was like we were for sure about to run a red light.
Mm-hmm.
And so right as we get to the light, he looks across. There's a fucking cop sitting right across the other side of the light. He's I wish I could like I see it in my head. But we slammed on brakes so hard, I can't believe to this day I didn't shit myself right then.
Damn.
Because we fucking skid past the stop line, the line we were supposed to stop, and like all tires locked up. Smoke rolls past us after we stopped. We're at an angle and we are facing if this is the cop and this is the lane we're in, we like skid and we were stopped facing the cop.
Damn.
Like we weren't we were literally just like sitting there like there was no hiding what we had just done. And I literally was just like, I was like, man, if that officer pulls us over, I'm just gonna have to shit on the side of the road. It's just happening. Give me the indecent exposure, whatever.
Yeah.
I gotta poop.
Damn.
Hey man, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Can you imagine being the cop? I wonder how many cops have pulled people over, and they pull them over, and they're literally like, license and registration. They're like, sir, can I just get a police escort to my house because I'm about to shit.
Yeah. I wonder if there has been cops that actually done that, like took somebody home.
Would you? I mean, if I was a cop,
If
bro.
I was a cop, yeah, like
Yeah.
I would understand. Like if I could tell, like, please, I can't. Like I don't
Yeah.
want to be rude, but I really need to go to the bathroom, like ASAP.
Like, give me whatever fine you want. Take me to jail. Let me go shit home first.
Yeah. You know what? All right, I'll follow right behind you. Make it look like a police chase.
No, give him a police escort.
Yeah,
right.
fuck it.
Yeah,
You
make
just
it
see
look
fucking Adrian is just fucking flying over fucking
You see
like
Bay
train
News
tracks.
9, Bay News 9 recording that
Fucking
shit.
helicopter flies
Police
over.
chase live right now, Plant City, Florida.
Helicopter, yeah. Hispanic male.
Hispanic male, white skin. Oh my god, that would be funny as fuck.
All right, you want another funny question? That was just one where I sat down and I'm like, I'm taking a shit, and I literally was like, man, I can't think of a. I guess the next best thing I've ever felt closest to like when you sit down and take a shit when you really had to shit was when I went hunting and I actually got to shoot something, bro.
I've never went
I've never been
actual
hunting
hunting before.
Bro, yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
I don't
Adrian.
want to say.
Go ahead.
Huh? Well, I've killed like pigs for like food, like because that's where our business made carnitas, but I've never hunted
Yeah.
ever, and I think that's an experience that every man should
Yeah.
do, and not just any hunting.
You like slaughtered pigs. You didn't like shoot them, kind of thing like that. You like
Oh,
you
yeah.
killed them specifically for food.
For
you weren't like in
food.
the woods.
Yeah, I
hunting
wasn't in the
them.
woods.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
they would just bring them in the cages,
Okay.
in the trailers.
You're more like putting them down.
Yeah, we would. Yeah,
That's
we would
crazy.
shoot them in the head and then like take
That's
them down.
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So when I go hunting and you see one, like it's been weird. I've shot something before that I wasn't going to shoot, and then I was told to shoot pretty much, and like I literally had like scoped this thing. So for like hours, just watching it, just because you're sitting up there bored as fuck in the middle of the woods, and I was just watching this thing. It was fine. And then as soon as I knew I was gonna kill it, fucking hands just start shaking. You start pumping adrenaline when you know you're going to do that. Like it's the craziest feeling ever. Like you get extremely grateful. Like when you kill something and it dies immediately, you're just like, thank God. Like I don't know. To me personally, I don't want anything to suffer. Like if I kill something, I want it to be dead instantly. I don't want to deal with watching it like gasp and shit like that. Like I want it to just be dead immediately. I don't even want it to know what hit it, because that's what I think if I was to die. Like I just want to be dead. Like I wanted to just be like talking to you guys and just all of a sudden, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I want it to happen for the animal. I just want it to be lights out, like nothing. You know, it doesn't always work that way, but like when it dies and it doesn't suffer, because that's, knock on wood, the only experience I've had so far. Like I don't know, it's just extremely grateful. Like, and you just sit there and you're like, wow. And I try to really focus on feeling the feelings whenever that happens, because it's fucking religious.
Yeah,
it is religious almost.
Like I want to have that experience that American Sniper has with his son.
And the one where he's like teaching him how to shoot a deer.
I feel like that's hunting. You know,
Yeah.
That's my definition of hunting.
Bro, passing it down to generations, like teaching people. Like you'll never find a hunter. Excuse me, unless you're an asshole. You'll never find a hunter that doesn't want to teach other people how to hunt because we want everybody to do it. Like here's this. It's like, what's a great thing that you guys do? Like when you find somebody who goes, "Hey man, can you teach me how to cut hair?" You're like, you fucking get excited. You're like, yeah. Here's all the information, bro. Like you want to make it because you know how hard it was for you to do that. You want to make it as easy on someone else to do that same thing, right? So
especially if it's somebody I know that they've been wanting this for a while, and they've been supporting, you know.
Because you think about how many struggles you went through, and you go, I don't want you to have the same struggles I do. Here's all these resources that I didn't have.
Yeah,
it's the same thing with hunting. You're like, okay, I remember what it was like when I started hunting. It was this is what I was nervous about. All these things, and like you try and make it as easy as the person you're trying to teach. Yeah.
Basically,
when you do something that you love, like, and you want, and someone else like even shows a hint of what you do, you're like, yeah. You want to come on the podcast? Yeah.
Especially if they go to you first. You know what I'm saying? Like that says a lot. Like, that pretty much saying like that person knows that you've done the work, put in the hours, put in the time, that you know the resources that you're capable of them asking you.
It reignites a fire that might have been like,
I didn't even know I knew all this. I didn't even know like I was capable of knowing all this, and now they're coming to you first to ask for the resources, and
it's inspiring.
It is.
Well, it's like seeing somebody lose weight. Like all of a sudden you're thinking about running miles. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Bro, that's what. Just what you said right now. That's what literally got me into boxing again. Just being around all the boxers, like then coming to the shop all fit. You know, like then seeing them going to the boxing events and then seeing them perform at their peak, bro. Like, you know, their best physique. Like that's what got me into boxing again. Like trying to like work out until I get that, because summer's here. You know, summer's here. I don't really go to the beach until June to July.
Right.
So that's why I'm trying to work right now. You know, work out and get right. Yeah.
No, I don't even care about the beach. I just want to have good habits that last me until I can like be healthy my whole entire life.
But I like just having a reason to work out. You know, because once I have a reason to get that,
it's okay too. Yeah, it's okay to have that like a
to get that habit going. You know. Yeah. Once you get that habit going, then it becomes a lifestyle.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, like I don't feel right. Like I didn't work out today, but like I'm gonna feel like if I don't work out tomorrow, 2 days in a row, no. Can't do it,
bro. That's the worst feeling, bro. You're gonna feel sluggish.
Yeah. It makes when I do go back that much harder too.
Much harder,
Yeah, because then I'm like, okay, I'm back here. I tell people all the time, if I only worked out when I wanted to, I'd work out like once every 3 months. Like very rarely do I actually feel like working out. Sometimes once I start working out, I'm like, fuck yeah. And that happens a lot. But to actually like start, like, you know how many times I sit in my car in front of the gym and just play on my phone for like 15 minutes before I go inside? Every time. Every fucking time. I never want to go. You know how many times like I put on my running shoes and like I get to where I'm going to go running and I literally am just standing there just like, okay, what's on Instagram? You know what I mean? Just, I don't know. It's weird. Like I don't
know even how we had that drive to go for 3 months straight. That was crazy. That was like the best drive ever. Like
to go 3 months straight to the gym?
To the gym, bro.
Every day?
Every day we were going. Me and him, we would just be like, all right, let's go. Right after their work, we're going to go. And literally, like, we saw the difference, bro. Our bodies were getting better. We were feeling good. We weren't going out to drink. Literally took one vacation. 4 days, bro, of straight drinking. Like waking up at 9 a.m. to...
Took all your momentum from you?
Yeah. Waking up at 9 a.m., stayed up drinking until 4 o'clock in the morning just to get up back at 9 a.m. for 4 days straight.
That was around the time where we would like open up the shop too. So like we went from going prime time in the gym every day, at least 6 days a week. At least I think we were only taking Sundays off, if that. Like every day, hitting chest twice a week, back twice a week, legs, core, all the above. You know, like and like he said, it was showing. 3 months straight, solid. Like it was showing.
People were saying like a difference. Like damn, like we see.
I definitely felt it. Just
I remember saying something. I remember like, damn, dude, you guys are killing it, killing it. You guys are looking good. Yeah.
But
we need to get back in there.
Yeah, now that we have
Apex's been back in there, I gotta get back in there.
Starting out too.
Hard, man.
Yeah.
Hardest part's starting.
Yeah.
But my pants been feeling a little looser.
I might have to take a picture.
I've noticed.
I gotta get back in there, bro.
That's a good quote.
I love that quote.
Saying, but I ain't doing.
Yeah.
Just stick me.
That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah. Right now.
Hey,
just make it a bet.
How about you make it another drink, huh?
Make it a competition.
Let's do it.
We made it.
You want to bet right now, live on the camera?
I bet double on me any day.
Let's do it. Double what?
Your
double
life.
Whopper.
Double quarter pounder, son.
And you know what's been bothering me about Burger King?
Fuck out of here, bro.
They've been fucking slipping onto Norte Sasso. Yeah, bro.
What's happening,
man? So they came out. So they came out with the new sandwich, the melts.
This is the fattest conversation I've had
Yeah.
today. That's
They came out with the new sandwich, the double stacker melts, and it's literally the burgers, but with the toast.
yeah.
Yeah, and I've been trying to.
Yeah, you bought it, didn't you?
No,
Oh, I was gonna say,
I
then
was
you the
telling-
sucker. And I was just confused.
I tried to go 5 times. First time they didn't have it. Second time they weren't taking orders. They said they were closed at 8. Third time the line was taking too long. It took me 30 minutes, and I still didn't even get into the ordering section. Fourth time I went again. They said they were closed at 9.
Bro, there's plenty of other Burger
Bro.
Kings,
Hey,
bro.
AB, I can't
No.
get past. We were just talking about working out, dedication, motivation to working out, and he's like, "I've been to Burger King 5 times.
Bro,
I haven't got my special snack."
I mean, it's
But
false
we were just talking
advertisement. The
about the double
slogan is "Have it
stacker.
your way," and my boy didn't have it his way, so I would sue him if I were you. I'd take
I
action,
was
bro.
mad as
How
hell.
are you gonna call yourself the king, and you can't even get what you want,
Bro, and it's every day. I didn't go like back to back. No,
You
I
better play chess with
No,
them,
no, no,
TV,
no.
brother. You know what I'm
Nah.
saying? No, yeah.
Nah, I went like
Ooh,
once every 2
somehow
weeks
we're
to try to do it again
Doo-doo-doo.
for my cheat day. I tried to go for my cheat day. So those 5 times were like in a span of like 4 months.
Nah, that was 5 days in a row.
Bro,
Bro, you were cheating.
Nah, bro.
You're wearing the same
Nah,
clothes.
bro.
You're wearing the same clothes,
Yeah,
same meat sweats,
brother.
same meat sweats not washed off.
Meat sweats, I'm telling you. Look at them. They're running down that.
All right, so here's another question for you:
Say it.
if you woke up and had $100 million in your bank account,
Cocaine and strippers.
what?
No, I'm just like,
Well, damn. Okay, AB, now your turn. No, I'm just kidding.
it was a meme.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
No. So if you had $100 million in your bank account tomorrow, what would you do? Would you quit cutting hair?
No, I
No.
wouldn't. I would
That's,
not.
that's how you know you're doing the right thing.
I would not.
Nope.
I would not be cutting
We
hair.
didn't. We just had this conversation too. I was
I
telling
would
them.
still be cutting hair.
Yeah.
I'd work like if I had $0 in my bank account because my work ethic, my age, like that money comes and goes. You know what I'm saying? Like you said earlier about your podcast, the money is like a compliment. Like it's like a side effect. Like you said, I done seen 50 grand, 100 grand, and then I done seen like 1 grand in my account. Like
Yeah.
that money, I mean, it really just comes and goes. It don't mean nothing, especially if you like waste it. If you like don't use it correctly to better yourself, better your future, better your chances of making 10 times more. You know, like that money is deceiving. You know, it makes you do things that it makes you change the way you are with the person you are. That you know what I'm saying. It's like the root of all evil.
Right.
That money, like
Well, we talked about Instagram earlier today, and you know how Instagram, some people use it as a tool,
Yeah.
and it's a good tool. It can be a good tool, but some people fall victim to it. But money to me is the same way. Like so many people go, they like to think if they won the lottery tomorrow that there's all these material possessions they'd buy. And me personally, like, I think I would run out of material possessions that I wanted in like a month, and then I'd be like still sitting on $990. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
$90,000 or $90 million, and I'd be like, okay, now what? Now it's like, okay, now I gotta find a hobby.
Yeah.
I gotta find something I want to get good at.
Absolutely.
Something to get good at. So my cousin asked me if money and opportunity weren't like factors, what would you do? Because you're gonna need to. I mean, you're so young. You have
Yeah.
80 more years unless you're gonna do so much cocaine and do those kind of strippers you die. You know what I mean?
I
Like
mean,
Yeah. I would probably just work 3 days out the week.
you would spend less time
Yeah.
on barbering.
Less time,
Exactly.
yeah.
Absolutely.
I would-
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely.
I
Become
would-
more financially free.
Right.
Do 3 times a day. Of course, work my full days. You know, just to get my
3 times a week.
3 times a day.
Oh no, my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 times a week.
So
3
you
times
cut
a week,
3 a day
just to
also?
keep my loyal clients. You know, the people that have been there with like for me.
From the
You know,
start.
Yeah, I
So
know.
who-
Yeah.
Ryan, bro. Ryan's been there since day one. Honestly, like crazy. I have videos of him when like young, bro, cutting
Thick
his hair.
as fuck.
Yeah, bro.
Thick,
Yeah.
so juicy. No
Thicky,
beard
bro.
hair. Not a
Yeah,
single
no
beard,
beard
hair.
hair, bro.
No.
Yeah, but
Looking like the Michelin Man, son.
yeah, it's badass, bro. I'll probably do that and then spend more time doing other things that I want to do.
You just dedicate. You'd probably go to school and like learn more about photography and be
Yeah,
like,
real estate.
You know, I'm gonna right, but you would spend. You would go, okay, I want to find out. This is my new challenge, and I have this money to fall back on if it doesn't work out, because money's a factor where you're like, okay, like we're at the age in the financial part where it's like, if this doesn't work out, it's gonna affect me. But if you had
Yeah.
$100 million in the bank, it's not gonna affect you.
Bro.
If you knew you wouldn't fail.
I'll let the foot off the pedal a little bit,
Right.
just a
That's what
little
I'm
bit. Yeah.
But if you knew you wouldn't fail, you would try photography. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's the idea of potentially failing and ruining your income
Mhm.
that is, potentially doing that. And that's the same thing with me with the podcast. It's like, could I quit my job completely and do this full time? It's like, yeah, but fuck. Those boats ain't too close together. I mean, I ain't trying to jump off ship and have to swim to the next one.
That's
I'm trying
hard,
to-
bro.
Yeah.
That's a good question, but a hard one too.
Yeah.
Honestly, like another thing that I've been doing and that I would do if I did have that, like I give back. You know what I mean? Like
Definitely good.
my biggest thing is like leaving an impact, leaving your legacy.
Legacy, bro.
Leaving your name and being well known as like, let's say as MJ with basketball, Mike Tyson with boxing, etc. You know, the list goes on.
Yeah. How many barbershops would be like the AB barbershop?
I mean, it ain't even all about me.
Well, you know
it's
what-
about the people.
right,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
The thing is that I leave that for the people. I got to leave that, and I would be forever remembered because I did that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, like that's another big thing that's in my heart is to give back. I've been blessed since the day I was born. I cannot complain. I lived a good life. I lived a great life.
Bro.
So the next thing I would like to do is to give back to the people. Everybody deserves a second chance.
Right.
And,
Right,
and
and
having
there's-
that money, you're only one
yeah.
mistake away from being in the exact same spot as you were yesterday.
Well, and we were talking about earlier about how starting anything is the hardest part. So if you made like school programs and shit like that to make it easier on kids to
Exactly.
start, you can make more barbers and
Yeah.
you know what I mean. There's no
Definitely.
shortage of kids that are like you that like never had a legit haircut. Never had a legit haircut. They get a legit haircut, it changes their fucking like their
Mind,
whole
yeah.
week.
You
their
can't
whole
really
month.
make it too easy because, as you said earlier, about a lot of jobs are now hiring and they're not out there. Like, there's a lot of lazy people that making excuses like, I don't want to work in that. Like, I don't. But they're complaining about not having a dollar, not having this, not being able to do this, not being able to buy that. It's all excuses. Like you said, there's a lot of businesses that are hiring. There's a lot of jobs. There's a lot of opportunities.
Right.
You know, and people are not taking full advantage of that. So I wouldn't definitely make it easy like a handout. I'd make it accessible. I'd make it like anybody can join if you put the time and effort into
Right.
it.
And you'd also be looking for kids who want to and are just scared.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Want
Give
to.
them that extra push that
Yeah, yeah.
make them feel better about themselves. You
Yeah.
know, like you said, we didn't have that, and now we possess that power
Yeah.
to be able to give that lift off.
You'd be so influential with that.
Exactly, and
Yeah.
that goes
Right.
off what I said earlier. Like that's my goal to be an international influencer, educational artist. Like
Yeah.
that's my goal.
You can see it, right? You can see the passion.
Yeah, for
Bro,
sure.
he has that.
Yeah. Well, like that's what I talk about with the podcast. Is like that the reason I started the podcast was because like if money and opportunity weren't things, you put $100 million in my bank account and I could call up anybody and they would come do the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, that's what I would do. I would just
Yeah.
sit here and every day of the week I'd have a different person on.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Every day of the week would be
Every
a different
day.
person. We talk some shit, get hammered occasionally, have
Make it a
introspective
job.
conversations.
Not really a job. Make it a career.
Right.
Yeah.
Do that in the morning. Like work out in the morning. Set up your times at 1. 3-hour podcast. Now you got all day. Boom.
Yeah. Yeah. And then do that and then have like you said like a
Marketing.
person that makes videos for it and put the shit
Sit
out.
down and that's
Literally,
fun,
because like
bro.
I look at Joe Rogan's a huge inspiration to me. Like
Yeah.
that's what he does. He's like 3 people working for him.
Yeah, 3.
Literally.
Oh shit.
He's drunk.
Oh, shit.
Ain't no law with the White Claws, baby.
That's what I'm saying.
Shout out White Claw Hard Seltzer for sponsoring this podcast tonight.
Whoa! If they did, we would definitely have some more of them. But they did not
Yeah.
sponsor this podcast. Nobody sponsors this podcast. You
No
know who sponsors this podcast? Me. But
Are you looking for a sponsorship?
yeah, why? You want to fade away? How about it?
Man. Hey.
Yeah.
How about it? We'll talk.
We can
Let's
talk.
do it.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can literally
let's
talk
talk.
about and put in the fade away somewhere so we
Yeah.
can see it on camera.
We actually just talked about making a banner.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Yeah, let's talk. We'll talk off the podcast. Yeah,
Bet.
I'm cool. Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah. See that? Never
so-
miss an opportunity.
If I never asked you guys to come do the podcast, I've never been asked that. But
Right.
that's why I mean, life has a weird way of working itself out, right?
Speechless.
That's a good song. I like that song.
Yeah.
Well,
You gotta speak like that in there, bro.
I like
but like
this.
life has a weird way of working its way out. Like the people that I've had on the podcast because of just me having a podcast is
Yeah.
weird to me. You know what I mean? Like there's some people I've met, new people. I've talked to people I hadn't talked to in forever. I've got new friendships because of people I haven't talked to.
Question. Now let us interview you.
No, not Step Brothers, bro. How about we ask you the question?
Bro, Apex has got a podcast. You can always interview me. I told you.
Yeah.
I am, bro. You could literally call me up any night of the week. I'll cancel plans to come do a podcast with you.
That. Yeah, I just needed to find time, man. Trust me, I've been
I know,
wanting to get
I
you
know,
on
I
there.
got you. It's good. What's up?
But
That's crazy.
what? All right, so this is kind of hard for me. Is it hard to get females to come and do the podcast?
No,
Cause
you guys showed up. Just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow, I'm about to show how much of a male I really am.
It depends.
How would you go about that, bro? Because I know some females would be like, okay, I never known you. Now you're inviting me to.
Every girl I've had on the podcast, I'm like super cool with.
Same with mine.
Yeah. But it's the same way with dudes. Every dude I've had on the podcast. Plus, dudes. I mean, how many dudes are worried about getting raped? Like besides out of prison. You know?
Wow.
I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like you guys came here, you guys weren't worried about me like attacking you and like me putting you in the basement or something like that. You know what I mean? Like that's a legit thing that chicks have to worry about. Getting drugged. Like when I poured you guys drinks, were you like worried about it at all? Getting drugged?
Nah, you opened the bottle in front of us.
That's what I'm saying though. But
We're
what if I sealed that shit before you was here?
I let you
And
take
all
the
of a sudden-
first
all of a
drink.
sudden
If you ain't paying attention, I let you take the
AB's
first
eyes,
sip.
his eyes gloss over. Starts foaming at the mouth.
We did let you take the first.
No, but
sip.
seriously, think about how dangerous the world. Like, did you ever see the post? It was like it was a thing. It was a reel, and it was like, girls, what would you do if there was one day with no men? And like most of the comments were like, take a walk at night by myself in the darkness. Like, bro,
It's
Wow.
sad, but it's true.
bro,
Like,
it's sad.
that's-
Dudes are
What?
fucking gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Dudes are fucking gross. So they're constantly worried about dudes.
Yeah.
And so for like, I understand it, man. I understand it. But I've also never been in those shoes too. Plus, like, you know, how many girls really are into podcasts? Podcast is like a big thing for dudes, as far as I know.
There's a lot
depends.
of girls that do podcasts. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure that most of the clientele, like the most consumer of podcasts, besides murder podcasts, the most consumers of podcasts are probably dudes.
Dudes, yeah.
Unless
for
it's about
sure.
murder. You talk about murder.
Yeah, or love stories. I know some girls that they told me that, oh, you should check out some love story podcasts.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nah. Not interested.
Not interested.
Me, not interested.
Not interested.
I'm
Guy's a
interested in
lover
good
boy.
times. I'm interested in good times because like when
heartbreaks.
when do you ever sit down and talk like this? When you're not doing something else, you can actually get out a full thought.
Mm-hmm.
Like hardly ever, right?
Ever.
Hardly
I was
ever,
just about
bro.
to
Even
say
at the
hardly
barbershop.
ever.
It's rare. It's rare.
Right. So like this is where I've been thinking about this a lot and like off of the podcast, but like this is where I practice my like First Amendment right to just say whatever I want.
Say whatever you want.
Right.
Yeah.
Like this is where I do it. And like it's like one of those things. If you don't use it, you lose it.
Yeah.
I feel like
It's only
And
the
so-
best feeling doing a podcast, bro. Because I had one of the best conversations on a podcast, and it's with people that I never thought I would ever get the chance to speak in alone with.
Right.
You know, so getting to hear everybody like I really don't know them, but getting to hear whatever they got to say off their chest, and you know what they do after the podcast, and well, over there at Cutting Deep, they thank me. They thank me. It's like, yeah, man, I appreciate you. Like, this was the coolest experience I ever had. You know,
Right.
Like
It's different, right?
It's a different feeling, bro,
Yes.
on a podcast because you can really say what you want to say without the, like, you know, this is gonna be heard from everyone.
You stop caring after like the first 20 minutes.
Yeah,
You
but
stop giving a shit.
Just gotta break the ice.
and
Yeah.
you know what works a lot in Plant City? Everybody wants to know what everybody's doing. I think
What do you
that's why.
What do you mean?
Because the way I pick my people on podcasts is people that have like that are known in Plant City.
Oh yeah.
So I pick those people, and I know there's a lot of like, all right, and Plant City is a small city, right? People are gonna be envious. People are gonna be
was.
happy.
Yeah,
people
yeah,
are gonna
yeah.
be supportive. People are gonna be mostly nosy, you know. So every time I pick somebody, it's because I feel like people are going like, oh, what is he doing? Like,
Yeah.
what is he gonna say, or what they've been up to, you know? That's why
Yeah.
a lot of people like listen, bro. And I see like I know when it's a certain person because you know how it tells you, oh, how many females listen to this, how many males listen to this.
Oh, this
Yeah.
one gonna blow up. Just wait for it.
I'm excited, bro. I'm excited, man. I hope it does. But
Yeah.
I hope you guys get a lot of exposure from this, and then share it all on your social media too. Like,
Yeah, man.
like
You see me
free
taking content.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah,
I'm
free-
working, bro. I'm
free
working
content.
even when I'm not working.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Constantly. Yeah, you paid salary,
You need to
son.
work on that white claw. That's what you need to work on.
But no, like as far as like the podcast goes, like
Mhm.
like it's the only time you like to set up time to actually do this. Like to me, you guys know what vibes are. Like you're catching a vibe, you're having a good
Yeah.
conversation, and then somebody's gonna be on their way to work to a job they don't want to do that
Mhm.
isn't like your barbershop, and they're gonna hear this story and they're
Get
fucking
inspired.
motivated, and they're gonna get off their work and they're gonna be like, you know what, I'm gonna make the extra little drive. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna work out, and
Mhm.
and then they're gonna listen to this podcast and they're gonna be working out. They're gonna be doing dishes. They're gonna be doing something, and it doesn't take much to just listen to it, and they get inspired, even just 1%. Like I believe in the butterfly effect.
Absolutely.
So like to me, the butterfly effect is well, it's not to me. The effect is like one butterfly flaps its wing, it doesn't do much, but when all the butterflies flap their wings together, it could create like a hurricane shit. Yeah. There's a snowball effect.
Oh, you drunk too?
That's crazy.
Did you catch that? HD?
No, bro. Apex Predator skills right there. You seen that? I was like, that shit. But to me, that's the thing is like, you know, my thing with the podcast when I started is like, if I affect one person's life 1%, like that'd be so crazy to me. But like the amount of messages I've got like from people I haven't talked to in forever.
Really?
And they just, yeah, bro, like out of nowhere.
Damn.
Like Randy Orton out of nowhere. And so
Watch out.
like people out of nowhere that like, hey man, I like the podcast. Like it really helped me.
It's badass.
Are you fucking kidding me? That's fucking weird.
I know Juan listens to your shit all the time.
Yeah?
He always be telling me, he's like, oh, did you hear Ryan's new one? I'm like, damn.
I love me some Juan. I was thinking about him.
I love me some Juan.
Yeah, honestly, I gotta take another pill. I'm sorry.
Bro, what the fuck, man?
Yeah,
You got like a little baby bladder.
He's a fire hydrant, bro.
Bro, I like forced myself to piss on the last one.
Somehow we're adults. Do.
We are back. We are live.
We are live like 2005.
Well, he was like 6 in
That's
2005.
why that was live, bro. That was the best.
Was
time
I?
of my
No,
life.
I was.
No, you were like.
I was
10.
8.
8. Okay. Well, we splitting hairs here. Splitting hairs.
I was 8, bro. Already hit
Splitting
puberty.
hairs on cutting deep.
You
on
babysitter,
Somehow
bro,
We're Adult.
because you've been on there for the last hour. There it is.
That's what I'm talking about.
You like that?
Yeah, you get a burp when you do it too. Like, yeah.
That bitch just burp.
I got another question.
Yeah,
for
give
you
us
guys.
the questions, bro. We're here. We're here and live.
We haven't even hit the serious ones yet.
All right, let's get to the serious ones. I'm ready. I'm
Let's
up.
get down to the nitty gritty.
If you could give one piece of advice to your younger self, what would it be?
You go first, AB.
No, go ahead.
Oh, Apex went first last time.
All right, then
You
I'll go.
first. Yeah, damn,
All
bro.
right. If I could give my younger self, some advice. This is a tough one, bro. Honestly, I mean, it's not really tough, but I mean, like,
You know what mine would be? Just to break the ice a little bit with the.
he's drunk.
What
My younger self is don't drink. Don't drink, guys. This is the pure good example of what not to do. It should be on America's Funniest Home Videos, bro, because this shit.
Bro. TikTok. That's the new AFE. Bro, those reels it is?
Yeah, those reels are funny
same
as
shit.
fuck.
Just like short videos, they're
Yeah.
funny.
They are.
Nah, but if I was to tell my younger self to add some advice is to stay consistent and don't ever like lose hope or belief. If you have like that gut feeling, just stick with it because you feel it for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like stick with it, go all in, and never look back. Never try to compare yourself to anybody. Everybody's road to success is different. Yours might have a little bit of speed bumps while the next one's going on I-4 70 miles per hour nonstop.
Mm-hmm.
Just stick to yourself, believe in yourself,
Make your own
stay
path.
different, and make your own path, create your own wave and ride it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
don't try to copy, don't try to be like someone else, don't try to compare yourself to anyone else. You're yourself for a reason, and God gave you that gift for a reason. Just believe in yourself and never lose hope. You know?
Yeah. At the end of the day, the only person that's gotta go to bed every night, regardless, with you is you.
It's you. Mm-hmm.
That's
So,
it.
I mean, my thought with that, with the one piece of advice would be, don't care so much about what other people think.
Yeah.
Because, bro, I get so, it's so easy. Like, people's egos are so fragile. Even the people who seem like they're the strongest, like all it takes is one like comment and it'll stick in their brain. Like, I'm not like I like to think I'm relatively confident in myself, but bro, someone could just catch you. Like you said, you're talking about that dude on the podcast, and he just was in a bad mood or something like that one time, like that was the Breakfast Club, and I'm like you could just be at the right opportunity, like the right opportune time, and someone just says the right thing in the right way, and it just hits you harder than you ever thought it would. And it resonates with you and it sticks in your brain, and you're like, fuck, maybe I am nothing, maybe I am a piece of shit. And it's like, no, man, like everyone is made out of people. Everyone goes through the same emotions, just wearing different circumstances. So to me, it's like it all boils down to be the same shit. So my advice to my younger self would be like, you don't have to work a job that you don't like for forever.
Mm-hmm.
Retirement is bullshit. It's fake. It's only
It's a
real if
scam.
you let it
It's
win,
a scam.
bro. It's literally It's a scam to get you to do a job you don't want to do for enough
The rest
time
of
where
your
the
life.
company can just profit the fuck out of you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good. I don't want to. I've talked to enough people, and then just retirement doesn't need to be everything. But just don't care so much about what other people think to a certain extent. You know what I mean?
Mine?
Yeah. What's up, man?
Advice I'll give to my younger self is, don't care what other people think, man. That was like my hardest thing back then when I was younger, you know?
Copycatter.
I always,
I'm just kidding,
But
bro.
like people
Yeah.
seek validation.
so
So you do whatever you can to conform, because
But-
you stand in
mhm.
groups in the middle at the beginning of school. You stand in groups,
Yeah.
and like if that group doesn't accept you, that fucking hurts.
Mhm.
But let's say they do accept you after high school. That group became to you. You're down to yourself. Everyone goes their own way. They separate. You end up being on your own.
And
The
ever
kids I
since
thought were
then-
popular in high school, I don't look up to them anymore.
Bro, I got so much stories now like how so many
It's
of
the
them.
alcohol
it's-
talking
hey,
now.
it's
This
still-
the alcohol
it's
talking
still
now. You know what I'm
recording.
saying?
It's still recording.
Yeah.
Just be
Speak
careful.
up.
Anybody can listen. That's all. I'm
Oh
saying.
yeah, anybody can.
Yeah. So fucking say it, bro. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that alcohol
Nah,
got 'em
but,
feeling really
Let them know
brave.
how you feel, Apex.
Nah, but it'd be crazy though, cause a lot of them see me at the bars, and then a lot of them that used to not talk to me in high school come up to me and like, oh, what's up? Like, I'm like, bro, like, what make not what
That
makes you
shit fake.
think. Well, not what makes you think you can talk to me now? Like, like, I just be there like listening to whatever they gotta say. But then when like my friends come, I just be like, all right, bro, I gotta go. Cool,
Yeah.
boom, out. But I think I grown more since when I became more like myself. And a lot of people like that. A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't like you seeing doing good, being you. For me, I got a lot of hate on being a really good barber, but also being like really like, I guess like 2 years ago I was bad. I was getting like, like
Bro, ain't
getting
nobody
locked
told me
up.
my haircut was bad. Oh,
No,
okay.
yeah.
I was like, my haircut's always
Nah,
been
like,
point, son.
Like
What
I
you
was
talking
getting in
about?
trouble by the police.
Yeah.
Got doing drugs was probably the worst thing ever you could do. Like falling down into like that type of like
You're
bad.
Heading
So-
down the wrong path.
Yeah, bro. So I was heading down the wrong path, but a lot of people were getting mad because they're like, damn, this guy's doing this, but he's still doing good. Like and barbering wise. But now
So they just wanted to see you fall flat on
yeah,
your
they
face.
wanted me to see me fall. But once I seen that, like a lot of people that are hanging out with, oh, don't worry about it. Like, like come out, it was straight. Like, I kind of pushed them away and then like started being myself again without all that.
Yeah.
So once they started seeing like, damn, like this
Now they're
guy,
envious.
yeah, like,
That was just a reality check.
Yeah.
like, damn, like this guy was such a, like, not a bad person, but he was doing so bad. And now he, not a lot of people like to see that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you learned a lot of life lessons by doing that.
Yeah. I
you know?
learned a lot of life lessons and I learned a lot about myself.
Something I like to say is like you got to go through it to grow through it. You
Yeah.
have to. Sometimes
Yeah.
you just have to. You have to hit rock bottom.
Sometimes, no matter what people
Yeah.
tell you, it just doesn't stick until you experience that pain yourself.
Absolutely.
Bro, and I hit it, bro. I hit like the lowest of the low where I would like call him like really sad, bro. Like, just like almost teary eyed, wanting to cry, but shit happens,
Yeah.
Like I kind of like I'm not really good at showing my emotions like that, and they know because I can be having the worst day at work, and like they could tell, because I'm not talking too much, but I won't show it. I won't say anything about it just because I'll wait till I get home, to
So just like, be sad.
be sad, yeah.
Yeah.
But it takes a lot of mental skill, bro, because not a lot of people. I mean, for me, I just like to do good now.
Yeah.
We go out to the community, we cut the homeless. I try not to be alone by myself because that's when I fall.
Yeah.
Being by myself alone and like looking for other people. Like, let's say we didn't cut the homeless. Let's say we didn't have all these like events that we're doing. Like knowing me, like I would probably start doing like bad stuff, So I try to keep myself occupied.
Yeah.
And that's what most people do. They try to keep themselves occupied so they won't fall into depression, do drugs, do all these other things, that's going to make them fall. So I do a lot of events and I like to help out because that's me in general. But I'm a human being, I have my faults and my failures and I have things that I like to do that I don't want to do anymore. But, like people do drugs to feel good,
Right.
So it's some things that yeah, it might feel good, but you don't need
Temporary.
it. Yeah,
Temporary.
temporary good feelings, and I ain't trying to look for that no more.
Right. It goes back. So that book that I'm reading, Atomic Habits, one of the things he talks about is discipline. And like, so with habits, there's good habits and bad habits. Like there's good disciplines and there's bad disciplines.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like one of the things he talks about in that book is like really somebody who has a lot of good habits, what they do is they are a master of their environment. They mitigate. They don't keep pizza and cookies in their house, so that way they're not eating pizza and cookies.
Yep.
They only buy healthy food, so that way they are a master of their environments. The more disciplined someone is, it's because they have mastered their environment. And so I think it's the same thing with like what you're talking about. If you're bored, you're gonna find shit to do.
Yeah.
And you're more than likely gonna lean towards the easy stuff, and the easy stuff normally isn't the better stuff.
It's not,
but when
bro.
when you occupy your schedule with shit that you want to do, that's normally the harder thing to do, is to plan out to do the shit you actually want to do.
Bro. Yeah,
It's
that
harder
shit's
for
hard.
me to work on the podcast as much as I want to.
Because it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard things. When you look at it, I could just be watching a movie, eating pizza.
Right.
That's the easiest. Or should I just start doing this? It's hard, but I'm going to benefit the long term. You know? That's why I try to do a lot of things, man. Because knowing me, like, I'm being true to myself, It took me a long time to... That's why I told you earlier, I'm not scared to say or ask for help. Because it's me, it's a person. I accepted me for myself. I need help.
Yeah.
I needed to go to college to be able to learn. I'm not that person to say, oh, fuck college. I don't need college. I needed college, so I went. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But a lot of people always ask, oh, you went to college? You don't look like you go to college. I'm like, yeah.
What the fuck does that even mean?
Bro, I
get
that. I get that all the time when I'm cutting hair.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you just did this all your life? I'm like, no, I went to college. Like, they turn around like this. The guy with the tattoo on his face went to college, bro.
Bro, I mean,
That's what
college.
throws them off.
Yeah.
Tattoo,
College
bro.
just ain't what it used to be either. Too.
It's not, bro.
It's such a it's become a scheme almost. Like, bro, that's what you should guys do. Barber college.
We talked about it.
Fade Away Academy.
Fade Away Academy.
University of Faded Away. Just kidding.
What was it? A master's in fadeology. Masters of fadeology.
You can get your doctorate in the fade.
There's actually a barber that I look up to right now that actually did get his doctorates last year.
Chico Boom.
Chico Boom. Shout out Chico Boom.
What do you get his doctorate in?
And humanitarianism.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, that's
Speaking.
cool. Yeah, that's cool.
Because you know why? Because he's a motivational speaker at Barber. So barbers hit him up to host events.
Host events. Like,
And he's a doctor, bro. So they call him Doctor.
He just hosted that last
Bro.
event we just went to
Yeah.
at 6 Element Barbershop.
Bro.
Dr. Chico Boom.
Bro, that shit scares the fuck out of me.
What?
Public speaking.
Hey, bro. Hey,
Isn't that crazy? We're having a podcast right now, and for me to say public speaking scares the shit out of me. That's weird, right?
we've
This is a
gotten
public
little
speaking.
taste.
It almost contradicts itself.
Yeah.
But we're not public speaking.
Are we
Like,
not?
bro, this shit's not going to get posted for a couple of days.
But after
No one's paying attention right now but YouTube.
When it does, that's considered public speaking.
Bro, but I don't know, because like if you put how many people listen to the podcast on the other end of this table, I'd be sweating in a cold room, bro. I just wouldn't. I can't handle it. I don't do in front of big crowds.
I kind of broke that habit 3 months ago.
Yeah, how's that?
Or a month ago.
What happened?
We went to go teach at a school.
Oh, yeah.
And that's public speaking while working. Yeah, so we had to cut hair while explaining to the students, while getting asked questions from the teacher saying, oh, how's your life being a barber? What'd you do, So we had to literally say our personal things, in front of kids while teaching the class, while them being super close, up close and personal. I got rid of that fear real quick, but I knew to get rid of that fear, I had to bring my boys with me and pretend like, because I had to teach a class. But I was like, man, everybody in the shop's fired. Why not bring everybody?
Yeah.
Have everybody, all the students look at different types of techniques.
Make you feel comfortable. Yeah. Yeah.
So literally, I treated it like a day at the shop. Had my boys cutting right next to me, bro. Like, badass experience. I was comfortable, bro, in my element.
Yeah.
Wasn't sweating, wasn't nervous, nothing.
Yeah. I think mine is talking in front of groups of like more than 3 people, 4 people. Like,
Really?
Yeah. So
That's
like
hard to see.
The podcast is easy for me because I truly believe you could put anybody on the other side of the table with me and I can find common ground to talk to them. Because I've been doing it my whole life. I love talking to people. Customer service, like base jobs.
What if you were in a different setting, like not your house,
Easy.
Okay.
I'm a curious person. So like when I talked earlier about how like I resonate a lot with what Joe Rogan talks about when he mentions why he has a podcast. I'm a curious person.
Mm-hmm.
I can really, I mean, I don't know how true it is or not, but I try to really put myself in other people's shoes when they talk about things. Like when I mentioned like you guys opening the shop and I'm like, oh, this must have felt this way. Cause that's what I imagine I would feel in that position. And then I'm like, well, can you tell me how it felt? Like to walk me through what happened? Because, like I like a good story. Like, I like to hear people tell me what happened, even if you exaggerate a little bit. Whatever, that's a normal human thing to do. You know what I mean?
Sometimes you just have to.
That fish was this big. You know what I mean? Like, it's just whatever. And, but like, I like a good story, and I think most people do. And then I'm just curious. Like, tell me about what you did. Like, tell me what you think. And then, but like, also in that same instance, I want to tell you how my brain works. So oh, okay, you did this. Well, let me explain how my brain works in a similar manner, and then it kind of breaks the ice, and you feel more comfortable saying more things because I feel comfortable saying things around you.
Definitely.
But I don't care who knows what about me. I really don't. I stopped giving a fuck.
That's
Stop
probably
giving
the
a fuck.
best decision you've ever made.
Bro, the fuck it mentality runs hardcore.
2 years ago, that shit when I stopped giving a fuck.
Yeah. And that's when life really started to change, right?
That sounded crazy, right? 2 years ago is when I stopped
years.
giving a fuck.
Right. But it's almost like you started caring about the right things. It just transitioned what you didn't give a fuck about. The important things stopped give a fuck.
The way I look about it, nobody's opinion has an effect on your success.
They don't have to wake up with you every day.
Yeah, bro. Nobody's opinion has effect on your success because their words ain't gonna stop anything, bro. You grinding is what's gonna make shit happen.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's how I look about it. And people can talk, and I've shown him like messages of people talking shit about me, and they come and say what's up to my face, not knowing that I know.
Yeah.
Bro, and it just happens because when you're well known, and and like people are always, it could be
jealousy.
It's jealousy, bro. So I kind of have to play it off. Just being a business owner, I really have to play it off like, damn, man, you're doing good, even though I know they're talking shit about me. Like, and I've seen it, and I know about it, but they don't know. So I'm just like, oh, I hope you're doing good, bro. But now I kind of learn.
You gotta understand where it comes from too.
Yeah.
Like, it comes from, like, that's a very human thing to do, is to see somebody who has something in some facet that you want. Yeah. You know what I mean? When you see the guy that owns the Lambo, you look for any fucking flaw.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If the guy has what you want, you look for any flaw. Like, if the dude's dating the chick that you're like, that don't make any fucking sense. Like, like he's got like a freckle in this weird spot. You know what I mean? Like, you just look for anything. You know what I'm saying? No, but
hey, what are you trying to say, bro?
What does he got that I don't got? No, yeah, it's just
no, that's true.
You try to pick them
personal,
apart.
bro.
You try to pick them apart.
Take them apart,
right? Because that makes it easier on you if you go, oh well, he's a
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
Like, he's got a lot of money. He's got all the cars. He's got all the women. He's got the house. Oh, but he doesn't have my cell phone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, my cell phone case is better than his. You know what I mean? Like, you just fucking.
But it's crazy.
So, but you understand where that comes from, and like, I understand. Like, I have a.
But it takes a lot of strength, discipline to not talk bad, bro. And I was bad at that.
Bro,
that's what a lot of people lack on, though.
Being the bigger person is fucking like
hard
to swallow. That's something I want to teach my kids. Swallow your pride and let the wrong person be right. Ooh.
And you know what? Letting the wrong person be right can actually lead them to failure, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It really can.
Yeah. Well, let them figure it out.
Yeah.
Let them think.
Let them figure it out. You could do something.
Let them have. We talked about this earlier. Like, you maybe they have to experience that pain.
Yeah, bro.
And they have to, because you can't tell them what they're doing is wrong.
Nah.
You can't. Because then it's gonna make him hate you more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Bro. So literally, like, I've done that a lot. I just be like, all right, cool.
Yeah. Let them experience that
pain. Let them
pain.
experience, and I've seen it, bro. I've seen it happen. And come back and asking for damn, bro. Like, should have done this, should have done that. I was like, well, you missed your opportunity here, bro, and you can't work here no more. Yeah, it's literally told him that. Yeah.
It'd be like that.
It'd be like that. Literally, you promised me.
You are.
Yeah, you promised me. You were a man of your word, and
somebody just started feeling real uncomfortable. The hair on the back of the neck just stood up. They got goosebumps. They like, fuck, they talking about me, and I have no idea who it is.
It happens like that, bro. But I mean, overall, if I see him in person, it's what's up, man, doing good.
No hard feelings.
Well, no hard feelings, I'm a big person of a man of your word, and if you say you're gonna be there, and you gotta be there, Yeah. And if you just do something like behind my back and not be there, then that's the last time I ever do business with you, because that's gonna be business. It's gonna be the same bad business in the long term. Yep.
Exactly.
Trust takes years to build, minutes to destroy.
Yeah. So that's what I learned in the business. What's next?
All right.
Oh, this guy is ready, bro.
I'm hot and ready. No little Caesars.
It's getting a little warm here. I'm just kidding. So we'll kind of end on this one. We touched on this earlier, but do you think about retirement, and what does retirement mean to you?
That one's you or me?
You?
Me?
I went first last.
Do I think about retirement? What does retirement mean to me? Yes. I do think on retiring. probably not like full time because I don't see myself just sitting down
No.
at all. I'll probably like if it is like retiring probably from cutting hair, I'll probably set aside and do like a little something that has to do with barbering, you know, like something that I don't have to exert all my energy and like I have to do now since I have all this energy since I'm young. Probably just keep it low, save up, you know, invest in myself, save up, have a nice little fun to maintain myself but not having to break my back. So probably be working like 3 times a week, minimal hours, but also doing something on the side that doesn't take a lot. That's why I'm trying to work on photography, have little side gigs that I can do, you know. Real estate, also buying a lot of houses. I'm trying to get into that too. So trying to have a lot of passive income. It's biblical to have 7 passive incomes. Biblical, it's in the Bible, you know. So I'm really trying to work to have 7 passive incomes where just 7 flows of money coming in different ways while me not having to do anything. And retiring.
I thought you were about to say something. My bad.
He looked right.
Don't get religious,
did
you see he was about to hop in on the verse like. And I was like, oh, what's about AB? About to pop up. No.
And what does retiring mean to me? I don't really mean anything, man, because you're gonna work no matter what in this life.
I think it just transitions. So I think retirement for people nowadays, and they don't look too deep into it. They just go, okay, can I? No. Okay, so don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I think retirement means you have enough money to where you can self-sustain yourself, and you don't have to worry about finances anymore to a certain extent.
But can you honestly say that you're gonna be sitting at home doing nothing?
No, me? No, personally not.
You?
No, I'm just telling you.
Go ahead, finish.
Oh, so my thing is like I've picked it apart in my brain because I've watched a lot of my family retire, and I'm like, I just don't like. I don't see doing that. Like, if you love what you do, you have no desire to retire from it. And like, why not? Why am I gonna wait until I retire to find the thing I love? And potentially, what if I don't make it? What if I don't make it to retirement?
Yeah.
I just wasted my whole life, like just deleting the idea of being happy in a career field.
Do you have fun now?
Bro, man.
Like, all right, so let's say, I always hear this question a lot. Do you spend your money like to have fun, or do you're saving every dollar you have? That YOLO lifestyle, to an extent.
It's a balancing act of the two, because it depends on my priorities.
All right.
Because if it's something I find like a priority to do, I didn't think twice about buying alcohol for this podcast.
Okay.
Didn't even hit the radar. You know what I mean? But if I was just buying,
enjoy the fruits of labor.
Right. But like, this is a good time. We're capturing a moment that if we had just had this off the podcast, like we would remember the time we like hung out and had drinks and had a good conversation. And the fact that we're capturing it too, like shit. Yeah. Like that's crazy to me. So like spending a couple of dollars on some drinks or something like that, fuck it. That adds value to my life. And I'm looking like, to me, if I buy something just because I like it, like I don't know, I just don't. Yeah. It takes me forever to buy things for myself. But if I'm buying for somebody else, like fucking, like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me. It really just depends on the priority. It really depends on the specifics. Like a car, like a new vehicle. Not interested.
Yeah, same with me.
Not interested. Like I don't. I think if you gave me this goes to the other question I asked about the $100 million. If y'all gave me $100 million tomorrow, I'd still buy a used car. I wouldn't even buy a nice car. I was actually talking to a guy today. He says, "You wouldn't buy like a Lambo or a Rolls Royce or something?" Nope. I might rent one for the night, go to a nice steakhouse, just to say I did it. But like Rolls, like all that newness wears off. After a while, it just becomes another fucking car.
Yeah, one scratch and it's done. Like,
you're gonna look at it and you're like, I spent $500,000 on this thing. And what is it? Well, for what?
No reason.
For me, like I think Rolexes are beautiful. I'd be so worried if I wore one. Wore one. If I wore, probably whatever. We've been drinking, whatever. But I'd be so worried. I'd be so worried if I wore one. I'd be like worried someone was gonna rob me. You know what I mean? And like then, some of the richest people I've ever met look homeless. Yeah, that's just because they did the whole dressing nice thing for a while, and they got tired of people like bothering them. Yeah, they got tired of people bothering them. The richest people I ever met, they wearing like blue jean shorts, like them dirty New Balance shoes.
Sperry's,
bro. They dress for comfort because that's more important than what they look like. They'd rather have money than look like they have money.
That's why like I couldn't be I don't want to be famous like that. That's like I don't want to be like famous people do not live a regular life.
I wouldn't mind being famous if if I became famous slowly. If it happens too fast, you can't. There's no.
I just
there's
wouldn't
no
want it.
recouping.
I wouldn't want it at all. I've seen.
Who are you talking about, bro? Y'all both famous compared to me.
No, the fuck we're not.
Nah, bro, nowhere near. Like,
I would much rather be rich without nobody knowing than famous and the whole world knowing.
Bro,
you know, 'cause the
definitely.
way famous people live now, like for example, the whole Johnny Depp situation, bro. Like this shit is insane. Like this guy cannot go through his
Bro, that
personal
bitch is-
situations on
that
without
bitch is
having the
crazy.
media cover everything, bro. Like,
bro, that bitch is taking shits on niggas'
let's
beds,
just
bro.
say, like,
Imagine,
Bro, your girl ain't never do that?
hell nah.
That shit hot. No, I'm just kidding. Literally, that shit hot.
Nah.
No, I'm just kidding.
yeah, bro. Like, nah, I can't see myself in that situation.
I've walked those dogs. I've seen their fecal matter. That was not them. They're teacup Yorkies. That was not them.
Same, bro. It's just imagine like going out to eat, bro. You can't even go out to eat. Enjoy a simple
Bro,
dinner without
I
a
know.
bro.
People
you
come out
seen-
to get pictures.
You seen celebrities getting mad just because they want to have a simple dinner, like
Like,
Dude,
that fame gets old, bro. Like,
Yeah.
That fame gets old. You don't. There's a point where you can't even go out and, like he said, enjoy a nice dinner on your own without people
Yeah.
coming and asking for a picture, an autograph, or etc.
Yeah.
and that shit sucks right
Like
now.
you don't want to be bothered. You came to this fancy
Yeah.
restaurant because you thought you'd come here and not know nobody, and now this whole fucking restaurant knows you. Like
I just don't. I don't think people want to be mainstream famous. That's my thing. Because like I have no desire to be as big as Joe Rogan's podcast. None.
any type of fame to me is like it's bad because any little thing you say, or let's say something big that's going on in the world, like a
You can't
like
have your
a big
opinion.
topic that's going on in the world, and you gotta say so, or someone asks you and they get it on camera, that shit's gonna go viral. That shit's gonna give you a bad outlook or a positive outlook. It depends on what you say.
Yeah.
Your opinion matters at that time because you're a big public figure to the world.
Yeah.
And like us now, like you said, barely we're only known in Plant City. We're not famous, like, and I don't ever want to be.
Right.
So what I got to say now, it could affect maybe someone in the city for the positive way, though. You know.
Yeah.
I definitely don't.
I think there's a threshold. I think there's like a certain point where you become a household name across like a continent. And then I think at that point you're like,
Yeah.
fuck. Then random people are like, my son watches you. Here, take picture with me. I know you're
There's-
just eating.
There's definitely like Justin Bieber famous to like
Or Drake famous, where they to fucking put hot
like,
sauce in your
one
condom.
one of them, or like
Bro.
let's say Miklo, who just came to Plant City. You know, there's different types of fames. You know, you could be he's
Oh,
from-
okay, okay. I get. Okay, I thought you were saying he's as famous as like Justin Bieber. I was like,
No.
I don't know who the fuck that
No,
is.
those are two different like famous
Yeah.
people. Like that Miklo, he can go into a restaurant and be like, "Oh, Miklo, what's up, man? Like I like you
like
in the movie."
like ordinary.
Yeah, I
Only
like
like
you.
maybe one or two people know who he is, kind of thing. Yeah.
See, I wouldn't mind that, but
Yeah.
but for
But Mike
barbering,
Tyson famous, where you can't even go on a fucking
Bro,
plane
plane.
without someone.
Yeah, they
See-
know where you're at. They know where you're going. The paparazzi's there waiting for you.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it gets annoying. It gets real.
Elon Musk famous. No, I'm good. Gary
Oh.
V famous. I'm good. That's why to me the Patreon, like I've thought about it too. It was like, man, if I was Joe Rogan, like I'd be looking for a smaller audience.
Yeah.
I'd be looking for a smaller. Like I'd be like, hey, my subscription service is $20 a month just to hear me talk.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're gonna get a much smaller audience, but you're gonna get paid more and you're gonna have less publicity. That's what I want. I don't want my podcast to be as big as his. Don't
Yeah.
want it.
Biggest one.
I'd rather just have the people that do listen truly, genuinely love it and willing to pay for it, so that way I don't have to have as big of an audience. So that way I don't have to have as many, as much influence. Influence is a big thing too.
It's,
Yeah.
it
A
is.
lot of influence.
But really, it's part of the job, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like, we
you know
say,
what you're
like,
getting yourself
It's a
into.
responsibility at a certain point too.
We can say we don't want the fame, but really, you're doing this to grow,
Yeah.
and it's gonna. And if it blows up, you have to go. You know,
Yeah.
it's your time. God wants
Becomes
you
a
to.
responsibility.
Yeah, God wants you to be in that position for a reason. You know, He wouldn't have just made it happen for no reason. You know.
Yeah.
So if He thinks you're up for it, then He's gonna allow it.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm not. I mean, I think there's, like you said, I think there's a like a certain threshold that's like, as long as I'm under this number, kind of. I don't know what that number is yet, and hopefully I'd know when I got closer to it. But I just don't want to get to the point where it's like so big that it's
Overwhelming.
become out of myself. It's
Yeah.
become more than just me.
Overwhelming.
Yeah, where you're changing elections, bro.
What?
Yeah, that's
Changing elections of the United States
That's
because of some
fucking- that's
a podcast.
power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you got drunk and said some shit.
Yeah.
exactly.
Nah,
bro.
I'm
you
good.
can't like that. It gets to that point where you're just because you're famous, you can't even get like, let's say you can't enjoy yourself and have a drink without having someone.
I'd like to randomly show up somewhere and like not have to worry about leaving within 30 minutes because the place gets super crowded. Like that's the thing like the real celebrities deal with.
Absolutely, bro.
They can't just go someplace like spur of the moment. They have to like let people know they're going. They have to like have security.
Probably buy the whole building out
Yeah.
just to enjoy it themselves. Like,
Well, you seen how Mayweather and all these rappers go shopping, bro? They literally wait till closing. They pay the people to leave it open so they can have the comfort of shopping by themselves.
Yeah,
And they don't want to pay that, bro. Trust me. Like people like that don't like wasting money.
but they just want to be left the fuck
They
alone.
want to be left the fuck alone.
Because he'll spend the whole day there signing autographs, or he has to be a dick to somebody. Next thing you know, he's blowing up.
Blowing up, bro.
Floyd Mayweather said no to an autograph to me. It's like, bitch, he's been here 8 hours signing autographs, and he finally decided he wanted to buy that shirt that cost $4,000.
Yeah.
Let him buy it. Damn. I don't know, man. I think that all of life is a balancing act. Oh my god.
Somehow we're adults.
But when you first start a podcast, you can almost feel that the person I'm talking to is like this.
Yeah.
And then as we talk more and more, they get more and more comfortable, and they're like leaning a little bit more back. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They're just like, and then they just the stuff starts flowing. It comes out easier.
You good, bro? Yeah, that shit flowing for real.
He's got to pee again right now.
I know.
Dude, I'm just gonna
I knew
hold
it. Hey, dude, I knew because he was like,
he was
making this.
You might want to get checked out. I think you
That
might have
shit
kidney
is-
stones, bro. I'm just
that shit coming out smooth. I just got that from once I break the seal, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
For him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if I would have held it from the get go, I would have been straight. But once I pee. Even at the bar, when
That's
I
what
go to
you're
the bar
saying.
with this guy, he'd be like, "Oh, what the fuck is wrong with you? What are you in
Yeah,
there
yeah.
doing? What are you doing in there?" Huh? He checks my pockets and all. Like,
what the fuck?
nah, yeah.
Yeah, he ain't
No,
checking
you
your
weren't.
pockets, boy. He's trying to hold that pocket. No, I'm just kidding.
Hold that thing. Yeah, ask about it.
Ask about it.
Y'all fucking crazy.
That's crazy.
Fucking crazy.
I ain't dropping my White Claw though. That's why I ain't drunk. I ain't that drunk.
Hey,
guy-
me and Ryan are down for one. We dropped it both.
That's crazy. That's your second one this
That's
whole time. 2
My
hours
second
and a half.
one with 3 wines down the
Three?
hatch, bro.
3 wines.
Yeah.
It looked like one bottle to me.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sober right now.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's because you drink that hardcore shit, that dark liquor. You do.
Well, I'm white. I have to.
Shit, I like me a good old fashioned.
I don't have no credit with my homies. You know what I'm saying? If I
Yeah.
don't drink dark liquor.
I don't know. For me,
Because I like tequila, bro. I like
Do you,
tequila.
bro?
Have you had the Rocks tequila?
Yeah, Terramana.
I don't
Bro.
like
That shit's trash.
What?
Yeah, that's just trash.
Get out.
Yeah, Terramana.
All right, I'm out.
Any tequila that ain't made in Mexico is trash. I'm
It's made in
boycotting.
Mexico, bro.
Nah, bro. But he's taking
False advertising.
work from people that's been there for so long. And
Really?
like, yeah, bro. It's been a big thing. That's why a lot of people in Mexico they're boycotting every celebrity.
It's so cheap. Like, that's how you know it's not.
Yeah,
good.
it was like a big thing on the news in Mexico. They were boycotting every celebrity tequila.
It's becoming a big thing. There's a lot
Yeah.
of celebrity
If his
tequilas.
name ain't Jose, this shit is not allowed in Mexico, bro. You know what I'm saying?
What about Juan?
Juan Jose, maybe.
That's what I'm saying. So, do you guys know who Ron White is? The stand-up comedian?
No.
No. Juan White.
Ron White.
He said Juan White.
There's only
Juan
Juan
White,
White.
bro.
Yeah.
Juan more drink.
So,
That's the only Juan I know.
He's a stand-up comedian. He's hilarious. He's like huge stand-up comedian. I'm surprised you haven't heard of him, but he has his own tequila and it's called Number Juan. I can't wait to try it. One
Number
of these,
Juan.
I gotta find it. Number Juan, just because of the name. That's so funny.
Best
Bruh.
tequila that I like is Centenario. Gold edition.
I think I'm Don Julio 1942, 1970.
1942 is really good too. But I'm not going to pay $170 for a bottle.
Quality over quantity. They pay you $100 a cut. You gotta pay for that bottle.
Damn, he hit you with some straight. You
Hey,
can't refute that. You
one thing
can't
about
refute. That's some
Apex, he
straight
folds under
logic.
pressure.
I-
Just kidding.
That was some good.
I'm on a
he makes-
budget.
He makes a good point though.
I'm on a budget though. I'm trying to get my Tesla Model X.
Oh yeah,
By
you get a
this year.
Tesla
Yeah.
This guy just said he wasn't worried about cars. Now look at him.
with the
He wants
butterflies.
newest
But,
one out here. Nah, bro,
I do need it because I'm scared to even take my car to fucking Walmart in my city, bro. It's just breaking down.
Piece by piece,
Bro, everybody's like, oh, I know it's your car because it looks all raggedy.
Oh,
That's crazy.
sheesh.
The fucking spoiler's off. All the rims are scratched. Crashed 4 times. It's
Yeah, but you
crazy.
know the Tesla's the same thing's gonna happen to the Tesla. It's gonna hurt your feelings even more then.
Nah, because
No, because you did so good at keeping care of the car
Hell
before
to
it.
the no.
Yeah, so Yeah,
Well,
you
you
did. You did such a
can
good. You did such a good job taking care of the car before it that you're gonna do even better with the Tesla.
Hey, I don't drink and drive no more.
No more.
I
Is that
learned
what
my
caused the?
lesson.
Is that what caused the car to look like
Park and
Watch
spark.
this, ladies.
Yeah,
I
you see
drifted.
Fast Five.
that?
Crashed
Yeah, as he's
into
got
a.
4 dude barbers in the back. Watch this, ladies.
I wasn't one of them.
Yeah, you were sitting shotgun. Whatever. You put it in the back.
Oh man, that's
But-
crazy.
All right. Well, I gotta wrap this shit up because I gotta go to bed. Oh, it's fucking 9:30, bro. At night.
That's why.
That's it.
You know what
You
this
feel better?
podcast is called, man? Somehow we're adults.
That's what I'm saying. And you
Yeah.
know where do we need to go? Where do the people need to go to check out what you're doing for haircuts so they can get one?
Perfect.
1705 James L. Redman, Suite C, Fade Away Barbershop.
Barbershop. Come check us out. We do a lot of nonprofit work too in Tampa at Hope's homeless shelter. Every Sunday, if you want to help out, you can go to teamgifted nonprofit.org and donate money there so we can give out food, clothes, health products to all the homeless. And what else?
What's the Instagram for each of you, and then the shop as well? Instagram, social media handles, all that stuff.
All right. The barbershop is Fade Away Barbershop. My Instagram is a.b_the barber.
Mine is apex_the_barber. Follow us, Fade Away or No Way.
I'm saying, get your haircuts. Honestly, there's a barber there. They can take care of you. I trust them. If there's a barber there, that means they're pretty good, and they've never done me wrong. If you ever see me coming here with a fresh haircut, it's always looking right. So thank you guys. Thank you guys for doing this. AB,
Yes, sir. It was a
Appreciate
pleasure,
it.
bro. Thank you for having us.
Adrian,
Appreciate that.
I hope you feel better. Oh shit.
Oh, you drunk.
Oh shit, we drunk. I hope you guys feel better about doing another one of these soon. I'd love to do this again if you guys ever want to.
Absolutely.
Shit's, you were intimidated, right?
I was.
But it's easy once
Just
you
a
do
tad
it.
bit,
It
brother.
is.
Yeah.
Other than going to the bathroom, that was the hardest part.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, the hardest part's getting here and starting. Once you
Yeah.
start, though, the shit's easy, man. And
Definitely.
I wish more people knew. I wish more people knew how
It was a good
easy it gets
time.
the more you do it.
And for those who watch this, if y'all want to join my boy Ryan's podcast, reach out to him, DM him, message him.
All my followers.
Made us feel like we're at home, invited us to some drinks, a good time, good conversation. What more can you ask for? This is coming from your boy AB.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. This has been Somehow We're Adults. See you. This episode of Somehow We're Adults is over, but if you'd like to support the podcast, you can subscribe to one of the levels of the Patreon, where we will release bonus episodes that can't be found anywhere else. Any of the money that we get from the Patreon would be used to upgrade old equipment, as well as get new gear so that we can make the best podcast for you to tune into. You can also follow the podcast Instagram at Somehow We're Adults, where I share clips and content about the podcast, and the link in the bio will take you to any of the Somehow We're Adults pages. I encourage you to check out another one of the episodes if this is your first time listening, and if you're a repeat listener, thank you for your support. I love making the podcast, and I hope you tune in for future episodes of Somehow We're Adults.